Amelia, I love the things that you do.
Commander, I have some troubling news.
Out with it. Can't be anything too bad now that those Podzilla boys are gone. Unfortunate accident and all that.
Well, that's just it, Commander. The G-Force Archaeology Department has found something strange.
Strange?
Strange.
And this strange, troubling thing is...
Well, I think it's better if I show you.
There must be some mistake.
The team has triple-checked it, Commander. No mistake. These are all ancient relics found along the Tokaido Road. Vases, urns, umbrellas, paintings from the late 16th century at least. Feudal Japan, Commander. And depicted on every single one of these relics.
No. It can't be. This isn't possible. Those carvings, that artwork, it's Jasher and Mykah Drake.
Podzilla.
How can this be real? They traveled back through time.
We don't know, Commander, but they seem to have left their mark. Looks like the rat song even became Japan's national anthem at one point. If we don't fix this, the entire timeline could unravel. Podzilla might have changed the course of history forever.
We have to bring them back. We have to fix the past. We have to make all this right once and for all.
The Dimension Tide is ready and waiting, Commander.
Well then, tell the team to suit up. We're leaving within the hour.
Yes, sir. Commander, sir. But you're going yourself?
Like ghosts, they've haunted my career long enough. It's time I put an end to their chaos once and for all.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Podzilla. It's me, Jasher Drake. I'm here with my brother.
Hey, it's me, Mykah. Guys, this is the penultimate episode of season 4.
Yeah. The final wars of season 4.
The final war?
The season 4 final war. And we're back. Guys, we're back in our Podzilla studio, aka Jasher's spare bedroom.
Man, the carpet here just feels so fuzzy.
Yeah, we probably need to get you up to date because we've been all manner of places. We're on Monster Island for a bit. We were in space. We've been stuck in feudal Japan. We actually made quite a name for ourselves.
Yeah. Well, we were there for a couple decades.
Yes.
I think both of us ended up getting married.
Separate families.
Yeah.
But we've had to leave them behind because out of the blue, one morning,
guess who showed up? A face we haven't seen for literal decades.
No.
G Commander himself.
Travel back in time to come and fetch us, bring us back to the present, tidy up the timeline, he was saying.
Yes, something about something.
He really gave us a stern talking to. Yeah, we got a bit of a cold shoulder. We got our ears yanked on, our earlobes, our cheeks were yanked. What other stuff? Bodily related things
at the same time.
Yeah.
Our elbows banged.
Don't want to know how bad he banged our elbows.
Our knees were jerked.
Stop saying banging and jerking. I don't like it. We were in trouble, but it all came out okay.
Yeah, G Commander said explicitly that for some reason, all of our past financial history with G-Force swept under the rug. We need not worry about it anymore.
Yeah, he was kind of like, hey, we've been through a lot together. We're going to bring you guys back. We're going to put the past behind us. He mentioned some sort of song.
Yeah, I don't know. He almost immediately, actually, he brought us to this weird, kind of like this helmet-looking machine of some sort.
Yeah.
I don't know what it did, but we were in there for like an hour or so. He mentioned something about like a mouse, some mousy rhythms.
It was a weasel or something. Some random animal, some song. There was a few things he said that G-Force needed to like extract from our brains before we could go back to normality. But
We don't know what they're on
we
about.
We just
honestly.
signed up, to be honest. It's good to be back in my spare bedroom. Podzilla's back to normal. Everything's behind us.
And hey, we're allowed to cover Godzilla again, officially, which is like biggest news of the year.
Yep. And I mean, he confirmed once and for all that Godzilla's not real.
Yeah.
Kaiju Titans. It was all just an elaborate joke that G Commander, who I don't even think that's his real name, played on us.
Yeah.
So
it's all been put to bed.
Yes.
Yeah. Man, it's been a wild ride.
It's been too wild, if you ask me. But yeah, we're back to normality. Classic Podzilla starts today in our final episode.
Classic Podzilla starts today. You've been listening to Retro Godzilla for 4 seasons. Now we're up to Classic Godzilla.
But yeah, this is our final episode of season 4, guys. It's been a crazy season. We've done all of Gamera, all of Daimajin, all of Yokai Monsters, Yokai War. We also covered Monster Hunter with our friend Rav. Mykah, do you remember that?
That was a good time.
Yeah. And
wild ride.
Plus, for our main feed listeners, we also re-released Nope and Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School, which were previously Patreon exclusives.
Good episodes. If you haven't listened to the Scooby-Doo episode, I do rap. I lay down some bars.
Yeah. I remember when we recorded that, 2022 now? Something like that. I remember it being crazy. I was blown away. I was like, Micah's rendition of the Scooby-Doo Scrappy-Doo rap was the greatest thing we've ever done on Podzilla.
You know what? I didn't listen to it when the episode was re-released, so it's probably as good as ever.
I did.
And thoughts?
Yeah. It was a rap.
Great. Man, I'm going to go back and listen to it. Guys, we've got a real special episode here. We did this for season 3 as well, but to cap off season 4, we wanted to do a very fun episode, a bit more casual, where we just answer any and all questions that you guys can throw at us. Jasher, if you don't mind, real quick.
Yeah.
There's some special art that was done for this episode. Yeah.
Have a look at the episode thumbnail, guys. Because we got exclusive art done by Dagora9898.
I haven't heard that name in years.
Oh, man. Yeah. Well, he's back. He used to do art for us, if you weren't aware, through most of season 1 of the show, season 2 of the show, and has done bits and pieces for us before. But we're like, hey, we need Dagora to do some more art for Podzilla. And what better to who better to draw than probably the most obscure characters that we've ever covered on the show? First off, Kasa Obake.
Yes, thank you. Deserves to be in the spotlight.
Yeah, the yokai monster umbrella that we all know and love.
Yep. We've got Buchinko.
Buchinko,
that's what I said.
Yeah. And?
From Daimajin canon.
Yeah.
Took me a while. And I didn't even think they were mentioned in the show.
Buchinko's friend Tamako?
Tamako? Let's go with Tamako.
Buchinko and Tamako.
I think this is the only picture made with all these 3 characters together, and I'm all for it.
Yokai Monsters and Daimajin canon. Perfect mix. But yeah, thanks Alex or Dagora for doing that art for us. And I've heard little whispers that Dagora is currently open for commissions.
Hey.
So, if you want some of your own kaiju-related artwork, check him out.
Follow him on Instagram as well, and he sometimes posts stuff in our Discord as well, which you can join by checking out the show notes. Jasher, we can't enter into the episode proper without a little bit of Mega Newslon.
Mega Newslon.
Because it's actually been a crazy news week. Like, probably the most shock we've ever been.
We cut it out of the show usually. It's usually in the uncut, but a lot of time, like, hey, Mykah, is there any news this week? You're just like, nah, nothing. Bone dry.
Well, since G-Fest, they, dumped their whole truckload of news there, and it's been dry ever since.
Yeah, minus one sequel announcement, and then G-Fest, and then nothing.
But we've actually got a whole lot here. We can actually start with video game news, because there's a whole bunch. Probably biggest of the bunch is that there is a new season of Fortnite coming out. Battle Royale Chapter 6 Season 1 called Hunters. Godzilla is officially going to be joining Fortnite. It's been far too long.
Godzilla's in Fortnite. Godzilla is collecting the Infinity Stones of generic multiplayer games.
because we played the season when he was in Call of Duty Warzone.
Call of Duty. He's already in Fall Guys.
Godzilla vs. Kong, he's in Fall Guys.
Now he's in Fortnite.
He's going to be in
They're
Fortnite.
in the Ants microtransaction iPhone game.
We've both had a history with Fortnite in one format or another.
Yeah.
Before it became like the biggest meme
Yeah,
and the biggest game.
Yeah, we were OG Fortniters.
Yeah, and we were good.
Yeah, we were good.
We were good.
We were good. Seeing us on Loot Lake and Rusty Railway and
Not a single name of those were correct.
Boat Bay,
I remember
Shootin' Tootin'.
Boiling Bog, Twisty Towers.
Yeah, Twisty Towers. Yeah,
Yeah, those sound about right.
yeah. We've classic time spent there. But Mykah, I have a question for you: is Godzilla going to bring you back to Twisty Towers?
I think so. I think we have to. I mean, Godzilla was in Minecraft as well. We forgot about that. We have to do our duty as Podzilla hosts and play through this. Our duty to play through this when Godzilla comes out.
Is there actually a multiplayer game that Godzilla's not in at the moment?
I can't name one.
What's popular?
Well, oh gosh, what else is popular?
There's probably nothing else.
Roblox.
Godzilla is in Roblox, right? Kaiju Universe was in Roblox before it got
that was like a big
taken
Godzilla
out.
game. I find it so funny that Godzilla is popping up in literally any other game other than a proper Toho published like video game.
Yeah, new
I just want an
Pipeworks.
updated fighting game.
Yeah.
Give it to me. You mentioned it before. Godzilla has had a history with Fall Guys. You can buy some fun U2's Godzilla Fall Guys plushies of Beans dressed up as Mothra and Godzilla.
Beans.
Beans, that's what they're called.
Are
Little
they beans?
Yeah. The other big news was that Godzilla has infected yet another video game. You might have seen this. Godzilla, the King of the Monsters, is officially arriving for Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble.
You did actually send this to me. I haven't played Super Monkey Ball since we had it on our GameCube.
Our dad used to be super into it.
Yeah.
And we were but babes.
Butter babe.
Amateurs
Butter
at
babes.
using the we were butter babes, amateurs at using the analog stick. I've been meaning to get back to Monkey Ball. This might bring me back.
Yeah. I'm still. Do we jump back into Fortnite?
Maybe we do a Fortnite episode.
Because it's going to get me. Season 5 when we come back. Fortnite.
Just Fortnite.
Just Fortnite. Solely Fortnite.
Get ready for Pod Night. Fortzilla.
Fortzilla. Yeah. Because I, the completionist in me, we all know this, listeners. We all know this to a fault. If I start something, I need to get it all. I need to finish it all. You know? The completionist in me will jump into Fortnite and be like, hey, I can't get Indiana Jones anymore.
Yeah. You can get Snoop Dogg, though. He's in the store
Is
right
he
now.
still available?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe. I'm a big Snoop head.
I jumped on like last week for one game.
Did you? You're already getting back
preparation.
in. You saw the Godzilla Fortnite news and you're booting up. Well, we bought like new Riffmaster like guitar video game controllers recently.
For Rock Band. We
And it
play a lot of
works.
that. We've
been playing heaps of Rock Band.
Guys, it's like the funnest
That's
game.
like the only game I'm playing at the moment. Video game. Rock Band.
But the Rock Band's like been officially made into Fortnite now. We do have to play that.
Yeah, Fortnite Festival. So
Fortnite
maybe
Festival.
that's our in. But how was Fortnite, Mark? I want you to tell me about how your Fortnite game went the other night.
I got like a golden rocket launcher. I killed a dude, and then a character full on ran up to me, and I couldn't kill them because they had like this huge health bar, and apparently they were just an NPC that wrecked me. It's changed so much, man. There's NPCs.
You're getting griefed on by an NPC.
Yeah, there's like lightsabers as official items. Nothing hurts more than me going up with my like golden scar and then being wasted by like a web slinging Ariana Grande. It kills me.
From Wicked.
From Wicked. In other gaming news, hey, we have another season of Godzilla Battle Line. They're doing a King of the Monsters 2017 season.
Yeah.
Whole bunch of monsters from that. We know the drill. Go play that game because we haven't been.
2019.
2019, thank you.
Still good.
And
I've got news.
You've got news. Go for it.
Well, I also forgot to mention we we covered Godzilla this season.
Yeah.
The Godzilla puppet show.
Yeah.
We're up to date with the English translated Godzilla episodes. But we were hoping to cover the latest season of Chibi Godzilla Raids again. But we have been unable to do that because it's still ongoing. For as long as we've been doing this season, Chibi Godzilla Raids again has been going on with weekly episodes. And they're now, my news is that the title of episode 36 has just been announced.
Of episode 36
for next week, Mykah. I want your thoughts on the title.
Yeah.
Bebe Sweets Love Heart.
What do you mean? How do you spell Bebe?
Baebae Sweets Love Heart.
Dude, I've never been more excited for Godzilla content.
Bebe Sweets.
Bebe Sweets.
All the Godzilla fans listening, I want to get your Bebe Sweets reactions next week.
Send us live photos on Instagram and we will tag you in our stories.
I'm bummed Podzilla's not going to be around with Bebe Sweets is out.
Jasher, there's a few more pieces of news to cap off video game news. Kong Survivor Instinct, has been officially optimized for the Steam Deck. This is basically a segue of me going, hey, I have a Steam Deck. Hey, I can now play Kong Survivor Instinct because we will be doing an episode on it for the Patreon.
Yeah.
All you patrons sometime in December, we're hoping.
Yeah. This is this one right here, final episode of the season. But patrons, you get a special bonus. Sometime in December, we will be covering Kong Survivor Instinct. So join our Patreon, link in the show notes, patreon.com/Podzilla.
Yep. Also very fun is that Monarch Legacy of the Monsters, its second season is officially in production.
Yeah.
We have gotten one set photo of a truck and a ball thing. I think it's what the characters in season 1.
A ball thing.
A ball thing that the characters in season 1.
Hey guys, we got a Monarch set photo of a ball thing.
Well, here's what's interesting. You look at the Monarch symbol on the spherical ball.
On the ball.
If you go to the trucks, they've got this like little crab symbol on it. Oh, bro, you ready for the crab season of Monarch?
Crab season.
Monarch season 2, crab season. The only other piece of news I have is apparently there is quite a fun like multiplayer board game called Cthulhu Death May Die. Where you're playing a board game, yeah, where you play as these figures, these characters, maybe like detectives or hunters, trying to take down Cthulhu as well as a cast of other monsters.
Kind of like an Arkham Horror type sitch, maybe?
That's what I think it's like.
Hey.
But then DLC Forbidden Reaches is coming out soon, and Godzilla is officially coming into the game.
What?
So
Godzilla's...
I don't know if it's Cthulhu versus Godzilla. I don't know if you can take down Godzilla as your own hunters.
There's a Cthulhu board game, and Godzilla's being added as a
character that you can, as a DLC character,
as well as DLC downloadable content for the board game.
That's what they said. That's what they said. They called it DLC, but as well as a bunch.
Is that
of
what DLC stands for?
Downloadable content.
What's that? Download content.
I think it's download.
Okay.
Able content.
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
Fun. Good times. That's me. Mega Newslon signing out.
What a Mega Newslon to go out on.
That was the Mega Newslon.
Video games, board games, Chibi Godzilla, Bebe Sweets,
Monarch, Crab Shack edition.
Crab Shack coming to Monarch Season 2. Yeah, well, I guess the rest of this episode, guys, is going to be the two of us reading through all the letters and emails and questions and voice messages that you guys sent us. I've not read through most of these. We haven't listened to the voice messages yet. We have no clue what we're in for. I have no idea how long this episode's going to be, but we're just going to take it bit by bit. Mikey, do you want to kick us off?
Yeah, I can kick us off. First off,
lucky
first, we have a question from Reese, who asked, my question for you guys is, have either of you been genuinely scared while watching a kaiju or tokusatsu movie? And if not, do you think it's possible for kaiju movies to be scary? He also says, real quick, as long as you welcome suggestions for what to watch on the podcast, it might be fun to see you both go through every Ultraman movie since you don't seem like you've watched much of the series. He's very curious to see how the movies hold up to someone with no context for them. I know there isn't as much Ultraman movie content as there is TV, so it could be feasible.
Yeah, I mean, the only Ultraman thing we've both watched is Shin Ultraman. I've seen like half of Ultra Q.
I've seen a little bit of Ultraman. Oh, it's the one with the toothpaste looking dude.
Yeah.
The name escapes me right now.
But Reese, the completionist in me, there's no way I'll be watching movies without watching the shows. And then how do we cover the shows on Podzilla? We're going to do it one day.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure this out. It's a tough nut to crack covering Ultraman, but we're going to find a way.
That's a good initial question, though. Jasher, have you ever been, first off, scared by watching any kaiju movie? Genuine fear in your heart?
When I was a kid and was watching Godzilla films for the first time, Godzilla versus Megaguirus creeped me out, specifically when all the Meganulons are coming out of their cocoons and they're like killing people in the streets. And there's one death when Meganula, I think the flying ones are called. I can't remember. One of them kills someone in the streets. And I remember just being terrified when I was a kid, thinking it was way more graphic than it was. And then when we rewatched it for the show, me being like, it's not that bad at all. But that creeped me out. Again, when I watched Godzilla 1985 as a kid, and the Shockirus scene at the start completely creeped me out. Just weird, scary, creepy crawlies really got to me. But like in terms of recent stuff, I don't get scared that easily. I feel like horror films that get to me are the ones that like linger.
Yeah.
I feel like if something's going to get with me, it's like I'm not one, like gore doesn't really get to me that much. It's more so if there's some kind of crazy, weird, like spiritual aspect and I'm going to bed afterwards at like midnight and then I'm staring in the corner of the room waiting for a demon to pop up or something. Like that's what gets me. Or some like underlying like feeling.
Yeah.
And I don't know if kaiju films have given me that.
No, I feel like if they did, they would need to have like a spiritual element like that intertwined with them and just be much more of like a traumatic movie than most kaiju films tend to be.
Yeah. What do you think of like the Gamera Heisei stuff, Mykah?
I wasn't scared.
That was dark.
I feel like both of us don't really get scared while watching movies. As a kid, I got scared by a couple things, like apart from kaiju movies. There was like that scene in the Spy Kids movie where like the flute people talking backwards. I don't know what they're called. The thumb people.
The thumb people.
There's a scene where they're like backmask messages of screaming for help onto a video, and that freaked me out.
Huh?
The one that lingers with me is when I watched Spider-Man 1 with Tobey Maguire for the first time. The movie was fine. Great movie. But you weren't home one day, and we classically had a bunk bed in our room. And because you weren't there, Jasher, I got to sleep on the top bunk.
And it freaked you out.
But I got so scared because I just could not stop thinking that the Green Goblin was going to throw a pumpkin bomb into our room and blow it up. And the whole room would be burning on fire.
So the scene when Aunt May's just screaming for her life.
So I went back and slept in my bed because apparently that helped.
Because everyone knows the bottom rung of the bunk bed
it's so much safer,
protected from pumpkin bombs.
Yeah, so much safer.
What was the last movie that genuinely scared you?
Probably not. I don't know.
Was there anything that stuck with you? I rewatched the original Exorcist the other day, and again, that just I don't know. It's something about those spiritual horrors that just get under my skin.
I think we've both got thicker skin. My official answer to that question is I think that
I'll answer for you.
Okay.
Godziban season 1. Kamada-kun? Kamachi-kun? Shin Godzilla.
Yeah.
Puppet Shin Godzilla and the ballerina.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That sticks with me. No, yeah, that's my official answer. That guy.
Kamada-kun.
Still scares me to this day.
Yeah. I've got email here from Ravenous Glavenous. And Rav says, Mykah and Jasher.
It's a fun way of saying our names.
Congratulations on wrapping up another season. It's been a delight following you through your Gamera journey, and capping things off with Daimajin and Yokai Monsters was certainly an unexpected surprise. One might ask where you can go from here, But honestly, I'm more excited than ever to see what's next because it feels like anything's on the table now. If variety's the spice of life, then I reckon things are about to get pretty spicy. Anyway, it's time for a question. Who are your top 3 favorite bands or artists? And if I could ask another, but make it a little more kaiju related, what's your favorite piece of music from any Godzilla, Gamera, or Goji Gam adjacent movie?
Goji Gam?
Goji Gam. Goji Gam. Any Goji Gam adjacent movie. Thanks for everything, guys. I'm really looking forward to seeing what the future of Podzilla has in store, as well as the future of its very talented and charismatic hosts. Enjoy the break.
Hey, cheers, Rav. Look, I think I can speak for the both of us when we say that next season, spiciest season yet.
I see what you're doing. Yeah.
Spiciest season yet.
Yeah. Very spicy. Mykah, 3 favorite bands. I love that Rav's asking this because Rav has been single-handedly keeping the music channel in the Podzilla Discord alive. And I thank you for your service, Rav. It's been a tough fight getting no one engaging on any music discussion. So I love now because you're not getting anyone engaging, you're forcing us to engage. So thank you.
You're doing the Lord's work. I don't listen to much music. This is the hard thing.
Mykah.
If I had to check out 3 bands, number 1, it's probably like one of the only bands I'd actually go to a concert for. Lawrence. They are a fun jazz pop band. Bit of soul in there. Big band vibes. Absolutely love their stuff. Absolutely adore it. What am I? Second and third. I don't know, man.
I'm not a big, I hate to say it, I'm not a big music man either. I listen to music, but I'm one of those cool guys just into the indie stuff, Nah, I feel so out of the loop on like popular music. I don't stay up to date with popular artists, or I should be. I should know what music's all about at the moment, but I find that the music I still listen to are just like small little bands I've found while growing up and still just have like continued on the journey with them, and that's all I listen to. So I really need to open up my musical broadness.
Open up your broadness.
I gotta open up my broadness. But I'd say Stephen Day.
Yeah.
My favorite artist, hands down. Just a super creative guy with super cool music. And I love his music videos specifically. He does real fun stuff. I'm going to say Joe. Joe?
How do you spell it?
DJO.
Okay.
Who is that's the stage name of the actor of Steve Harrington from Stranger Things.
Oh, yes. He's done some cool stuff.
Real funky, kind of like electronic, retro sounding music that I love. And then I'm going to say Montaigne, another real small indie artist from Australia who just does real quirky sounding tunes. And I really love it because I find with the smaller artists, you can kind of just get more of an insight into who they are and got to grow with them as they release their music.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really like it.
Montaigne's a cool one because I don't feel like any other person has done the same style of music that she's done. And you're right. She like does regular live streams on Twitch to a bunch of viewers, a really small portion of them. So like I've been in the chat interacting with her, and she is still like a very big artist as well.
It's a crazy thing because I found Montaigne through a Dungeons & Dragons podcast called Dragon Friends from Australia. And I love Dragon Friends. Found Montaigne, love Montaigne. And there's a fan of the Dragon Friends who's done some fan art in the Dragon's Friends community, Cassie, who does our artwork, who we met through like Dragon Friends.
Hey, yeah, that's a huge link
to Cassie. Shout out to Montaigne. Shout out to Dragon Friends.
My last couple of things I'll throw out there is particular works of music. I mean, I've just been listening to a bunch of musicals recently, but the Lord of the Rings soundtrack from the stage show, so good.
Yeah.
I'll say one more. There is a video game. I'll say 2 because I actually listen to a little bit of video game music as well. If it's musically and melodically very, very good. Outer Wilds. I love the game. There is a musician called Andrew Prilo who did a bunch of soundscapes and atmospheric music for that game, and he has become like one of the biggest things to launch pad off of that game. I think his career just skyrocketed immediately after it. He's so great. There is also a game I played I think last year called Citizen Sleeper.
Was that first one Outer Wilds?
Outer Wilds.
Was that the one with like the spinning planet with a bear playing the banjo, or like an astronaut playing a
It's
banjo?
not a bear, it's an astronaut.
Yeah, I got it.
That soundtrack is just so amazing. Some pieces in that I get so emotional listening to. And then there's a game I played called Citizen Sleeper, sci-fi game with a soundtrack by Amos Roddy. Those two games, like if I ever play a sci-fi TTRPG for a bunch of people, those are the soundtracks I'm going to use.
I think this says a lot about us because when I think about it now, the main music I listen to is probably like film scores and music I've heard in like movies. And I know that you listen to video game music a lot.
Not a lot though. Like
really, you just don't listen to music.
I think I don't listen to music as much nowadays because I listen to audiobooks and podcasts, which we both
we're not
do.
going to mention his name. We're not going to mention the name of that author who's been banned from being mentioned on Podzilla.
Why would I mention his name?
If patrons, you know what name it is, and Mike is not allowed to say it. But
there's going to be a question about it. I'm going to be so happy.
Rav had another question, which was, what was our favorite piece of music from Godzilla, Gamera, or Goji Gam?
Oh, I literally cannot remember. Like, I don't go back and listen to Godzilla soundtracks, funnily enough. Is the Son of Godzilla theme song a cheaty answer?
Well, I mean, that's the one that stuck out to both of us. And like we loved it so much that, of course, we use it for the theme for the show. Rav, my answer is the credits Godzilla cover on Godzilla King of the Monsters.
Oh, which he hates, right? He hates it.
No. My real answer is, I think is it called Honor? One of the tracks from Godzilla -1. I just find I bought the record for Godzilla -1 recently. I've been playing it a lot. And I just love that soundtrack. It like brings me to tears whenever I listen to any of the -1 score. So even though we covered that a while ago now, compared to a lot of my most recent stuff, -1 really sticks out to me.
I can't remember exactly which track, but I remember that the anime trilogy also had some really cool music.
Oh, yeah, like the city on the edge of battle when they're in like the jetpack Gundam things.
Something like that, yeah.
Or in the first one when they're on like the motorbikes and the hyper bikes.
You're bringing back memories, man. I haven't thought about this in so long.
I'll also just read out another question from Morshu. When is Rav coming back on for another episode? Ravenous Glavenous.
Hey. Well, like we said, spicy season next season.
Who's the spiciest guy, Rav? No, I will give you guys a little insider knowledge. You might have realized recently, especially on the last season, that we quite like keeping a familiar group of guests and then having them back every couple seasons. So I think we're going to try and continue that. The guests that we've had on the show before that you know and love, we're going to try and keep them involved with the show. So you might hear from all of them again, and also maybe some new voices here and there.
Did that give us any new knowledge? The guests that we've been having regularly, you're probably going to see them more. We might have some new guests. Insider knowledge. Hold close to that one.
Insider knowledge. Yeah, that's some insider knowledge for you guys.
But like you said there, Rav, we are hoping to do the other Monster Hunter movie at some point. Right? We are still hoping to do that.
Yeah, Rav, you can only come back on the show if it's the badly CG'd Netflix exclusive Monster Hunter movie, which might be better than the live action one.
Might be.
Yeah.
Jasher, I have a question here from Blank Die or Blank Day. What do you two think about Dagora?
Dagora?
I don't know. He did it lowercase, so it may be the artist. It may be the movie. It may be the monster.
Surely it's the movie, right? Or the monster.
Surely.
Dagora, the big bioluminescent neon green space squid that robs banks and steals diamonds, right?
I think so, yeah.
I have not revisited Dagora since we watched it back in season 1. I can remember it being very different and very fun, just having kind of a heist kaiju movie.
Yeah. We've said before that we don't tend to go back and rewatch a lot of the movies that we've seen, but I've got good memories of that one.
I like Dagora. I really like the monster Dagora.
Yeah.
And it's been cool to see him pop back up in Godzilla Island. And we also saw him pop back up real quickly in the first of the anime movies, Planet of the Monsters.
Yeah, yeah.
So I hope that they continue to have him pop back up. It's just so crazy to have this humongous like kaiju space squid.
What was the OG link between Dagora and Godzilla again?
Well, it's because that Dagora shows up in
the anime trilogy.
In the anime trilogy
Or
and
something like
Godzilla
that.
Island and bits and pieces all over
Probably
the place.
the flippin' anime series.
Probably.
Singular Point.
Yeah, he's probably in that as well.
Yeah.
But I bring Cosmic Horror Kaiju back.
Please. The image of him turning into those aquarium rocks,
Yeah, falling from
the
the
colorful
sky.
candy rocks, sticks with me. I've also got here from Frogurt.
Oh, no.
Classic. For both Jasher and Mykah, if you could make any new piece of Godzilla media, video game, comic, movie, or series, what would it be and who would Godzilla face?
Frogurt, this is like the toughest question in the world.
That's so broad.
Any movie, game, anything. If I created something
Any
with
piece of media.
Godzilla, who would he be facing? You know what? Hot take. We haven't had a really good kaiju all monsters attack big brawl movie. We've had Destroy All Monsters. We've had All Monsters Attack. Have we really had like a big team of kaiju just brawling against another big team of kaiju? I don't know if we have.
Not in a while, no.
No, I don't think we ever have had like a big kaiju lineup of the good guys versus all the bad guys.
You want like an in-game style.
I want proper
Final Wars.
brawling 1v1s all over the world.
I like it. Good answer. I've been a big fan of what the recent comic series for Godzilla have been
Kong
doing.
on the Planet of the Apes.
No. Here There Be Monsters.
Godzilla on the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, that's what we want to see. Godzilla versus Kong, the new empire on the Planet of the Apes. No, I really like what Here There Be Monsters has done and basically just recontextualize Godzilla into an all new setting or time period. I really love like the idea of the anime trilogy, how it's like, yeah, take Godzilla and the history there, but bring it into like space. Just put a full-on fantasy sci-fi spin on it. So I'd probably want a fun spin or take on existing Godzilla. Give me, I mean, we've spoken about it before. Give me like a Godzilla movie set in World War One. I just want to see Godzilla stomping down some trenches full of soldiers.
I can't give you that, but what if I gave you Godzilla with Bebe Sweets?
I don't even know what that means.
Because next week, Mykah.
Next week, yeah. I'll throw out a secondary answer. Everybody's been clamoring for a Godzilla fighting game.
Mm-hmm.
We want another one. But I think I've said it before. I would love to see a Lost Planet style.
You have said this, yeah.
Godzilla game where you are a soldier having to take down Godzilla and a bunch of his other foes. Kind of like what Call of Duty Warzone did with Godzilla, but more of like a single player focused take down these monsters. Each monster is a different level. Imagine a whole level set around like having to trudge through an oil refinery to find a way to take down Hedorah.
That's cool. I want a Pokemon style, because I'm a big Pokemon fan now.
Don't make you list something.
This season was the year that I started playing Pokemon. We all remember I played Pokemon MMO, Poke MMO, for a solid 3 or 4 months.
And are you still playing it?
No, but I was the biggest Pokemon fan on the planet for a while. I want like a Pokemon game based in the world of adventure Godzilla. Go Godzilla.
Okay.
You know, the real cutified, super deformed
yeah.
kaiju, and just make every single kaiju super deformed, and you're collecting them all up,
I like it.
battling them against one another.
I like it a lot.
I'm surprised we haven't got a Pokemon-styled game or collecting-styled game or small-scale brawling with Godzilla monsters. It's just like, why not? There's an Ultraman one, right? Ultraman Kaiju Rancher or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there is for sure. I'm curious at like, would Godzilla's roster be large enough to do something like that? Surely.
The Toho one.
Surely, yeah.
Meguma?
Oh, yeah, you could
Of
chuck
course,
anything and
Dagora?
everything in there.
Skeleturtle?
Skeleturtle. Bring in some like new foes from the comics.
Yeah.
You could have a whole bunch of characters.
Real weird how Toho is keeping a firm grasp on not making any Godzilla games,
Hey, but Fortnite.
but any Godzilla crossovers, free
All for
reign.
it, yeah.
Free reign.
Yeah.
Real good quality control on just Godzilla games, but no quality control if he's in anything else.
No, we did get Godzilla Voxel Wars,
Yeah,
which
no
we all
good quality
loved.
control on Godzilla games.
Anybody who plays that game knows how awesome it is. Nobody just plays that game, though.
I have a question from Kirsty, Space Kraken Studio. Check her out on Instagram. And she asks, which yokai monster would the two of you each choose to be if given the chance? Great season, y'all. Thanks, Kirsty.
Oh, that is a good question.
I'm going to be Bean Boy.
I
Bean
knew
Man.
it. Yeah, I knew it.
Have to be. He's just rinsing beans. Never-ending amount of beans that he has to count. Saves the day once or twice. Gets kicked out of one or two yummets here and there.
The Yummit still kills me.
Mykah, I could see you as the cat with a flaming head with a tiny little cat coming out of it.
Sunikasuri?
No, that's the cat with a jacket on, right?
Yeah.
The little rat cat.
Little shin nudger.
I think you would be Kappa from Spook Warfare.
Dude, it kills me, but I think I am. I think it's like fated to happen. I don't think that's anything I can do against it.
I just see him whenever I look at you. That big dip in your head. It's always been a bit weird. You've got a big dent there, but it makes sense.
I do collect water on my scalp. Yeah, I should go get that checked out. Jasher, I have another question here.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a fun one because it's from Brucker Nurse,
Brucker.
who we know and love, friend of the podcast, who says, "Hey fellas, got a genre question for you and an audio clip is attached."
Let's listen.
Hey, Jasher and Mykah, this is a fellow P fan, Brucker from Autopsy of a Horror Movie, and my question to you is about genre. So the yokai monster movies that y'all have been covering seem to kind of blend both horror and action, and I'm curious, do you think these movies lean more into the horror genre or more into the action movie subgenre? I would be really curious to hear your thoughts. And a follow-up question to that is, do you think those two genres, horror and action, blend well with each other? Why or why not? Very curious to hear your thoughts. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Brucker. You can catch Brucker on our Spook Warfare episode. He covered a Yokai Monsters movie with us, and it was really fun. But yeah, I think we overestimated how much horror was going to be in the Yokai Monsters franchise.
I mean, we got Brucker on the episode because we thought it was going to be a full horror
Brucker,
epic.
Yeah, Brucker's the horror guy. He's the horror expert. We were bringing him on to talk about like the famed Japanese horror series, Yokai Monsters. And it was just Kappa doing some dancing, getting beaten up, them fighting a big monster in a big action-packed battle.
Yeah, I think definitely the whole series does lean way more towards action than horror.
I would say the Yokai Monsters movies are action comedies.
Yeah.
With the outliers of the first one and the third one.
And the third one, yeah. And even those are still probably more
comedic,
action-oriented than horror.
The first one was pretty spooky.
The first one was spooky.
But not scary. It was spooky goofy, not spooky scary.
Yeah. I think it can be done well, blending those two genres.
You could make a really good scary Yokai Monsters movie. They just chose not to.
I think they did try and make the first one more horror.
Yeah.
I don't know if they succeeded in that or not. I don't think they were intending to go down the route of seeing it in the cinemas peeing your pants scary. I also think that it's tough to blend those two genres because unless you're doing like a slasher flick, it's quite hard because a lot of like the elements of horror is...
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, what do people classically say? Like a lot of the tension of horror comes from not really knowing the enemy or what you're facing.
I think like action horrors would be monster movies, which I guess Yokai Monsters is, but I'm thinking more so like the Aliens.
Yeah.
Action horror movies?
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking back to Alien Romulus recently. Pretty scary.
Pretty scary.
Action-packed.
Yeah. But even like a lot of that movie, especially in that final act, I think a lot of the horror there comes from being very sparse about what you're showing.
And when you've got an umbrella licking people on the screen.
Nothing's being hidden. Nothing is being hidden there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the yokai monsters, the horror came across too well, but I think you could definitely blend the two. There's been a few things that have done it well.
Have you ever seen like a full-on horror kaiju movie? Because that links back to our earlier question.
Yeah, because I don't even know if any of the Godzillas are full-on horror.
No,
I wouldn't say so. Not off the top of my head. I'm just thinking of the other like kaiju films I've seen. I'd say things like Cloverfield.
Nope. Kind of gets there.
Nope. But then I guess the kaiju stuff isn't. It is.
It is.
I remember seeing that in IMAX and the part when the people are getting consumed.
Yeah.
And you just hear the noises and the visuals. And I was pooping my pants.
Again, a lot of that's from what you don't see.
You're right. Because you don't actually know what it is at that point.
Same with Gordy.
Yeah.
A lot of that's what you don't see.
Yeah.
One day we're going to see like the kaiju equivalent of Ghostface versus Godzilla.
Yeah.
Imagine this ghost kaiju comes out wielding dual knives.
Because Ghostface is super scary.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every Scream movie you've seen, Mykah. You've just been terrified, right?
The big Jason kaiju.
Yeah, because every Friday the 13th movie you've seen, Mykah, you love, right? Every Halloween movie you've seen,
oh my
Mykah,
gosh,
you really love,
the
right?
Freddy Krueger.
You've seen one
movie.
Okay, yeah,
Yes,
I give it. Let's listen to another voicemail from Ismail.
Yes.
A voicemail from Ismail. And Ismail says, "Hello, you wonderful Drake brothers. Just a couple of questions for you this go around. Love the show. Love you too. Need to get down over to the real down under New Zealand. Gracias, Ismail."
Down under, down under.
Down under. I need to get down over to the real down under.
Down over, down under, down around.
Voicemail, Ismail. Gracias. We got it. Let's have a listen.
Hello, Podzilla boys. It is ya boy, Ismail. Calling in just to say congratulations on another great season, and really hope that we see so much more from you all. It could be inside the Monster Universe, it could be outside the Monster Universe. It doesn't matter as long as we get the Mykah and Jasher stimulus package in our podcast feeds. That's what we need. Now, I have a couple questions for you. Some are from me and some are from my wife, Jackie. So, first question is, if you were going to be Jaegers, like from Pacific Rim, to control any monster that you've ever covered, who would it be and why? Please be elaborate. Would you control Godzilla? Would you control Gamera? Who would you control? Next up, what episode are you most proud of making in the last couple of seasons? You two are obviously very well versed in the world of podcasting, but I'm sure that maybe there was one episode where you were most having fun. It doesn't have to be the one that I was in, but if it is, great. If it's not, I'd just love to see kind of like behind the scenes as to what you two are kind of specifically proud of. And then lastly, a question here from my wife, Jackie. She's asking, if your partner became a zombie during the apocalypse, would you keep them or no? Very tied into this new podcast that Mike and I have, the Right Stuff podcast. Sneaky plug. But would you keep the zombie? Are you going to wait to see if there's a cure out there? Will you, be loyal, be faithful, be patient, or bash someone's head in that you love? Just some questions to think about during this beautiful mailbag episode. Love you guys, and hope you have a great end of the season, and can't wait to hear more from you all. Bye-bye.
Ismail, thank you for plugging our other podcast, The Right Stuff.
Sneaky podcast
Very
plug.
sneaky.
I don't even know if we've probably mentioned it. We've been meaning to, but The Right Stuff is live now. Mykah's new podcast.
Guys.
Even though Podzilla's going on break, monthly episodes with Mykah over on The Right Stuff.
It's so good. Covering Edgar Wright's film history from his early days. Our latest episode was about his spaghetti western he's done, A Fistful of Fingers, available online for free on YouTube. Very fun. Have you watched the movie yet?
The movie's on YouTube.
I think so.
No, I have not seen it. I need to.
Oh my gosh, I might be completely wrong in saying that.
I heard you guys had some terrible Western accents, cowboy impressions.
I think my cowboy accent was
Okay.
pretty good, partner.
Pretty good. We need to get to these questions.
Yeah, okay. Zombie first.
Jackie's question. Thank you, Jackie, for sending in a question. If your partner became a zombie, what would you do? Mykah, what would you do if your partner became a zombie?
If my current partner...
If Micah's non-existent partner became a zombie.
Oh, gosh. I would like to think...
that your love would be strong enough.
I genuinely think that I'd probably be quite quick to kill them and put them out of their misery, actually.
How are you doing it?
Good old spade to the head. Shovel to the head.
So you're not even decapitating, you're just hitting, bashing them.
Well, no, I'll try aim for like a clean cut.
With a shovel?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think a little fragment of my heart would hold out hope for an antidote, though. What about you?
What would I do if Monique, my wife, became a zombie? It'll be a tough one.
Yeah, she's there trying to bite you whenever you're in close quarters.
I think I'd have to kill her. And it sucks because I love her.
Monique is in the room right over. Keep your voice down.
But I think she'd agree with me. We watch so many movies and she sees the tiniest bit of pain and she's like, "Oh, I'm dying. I'd rather kill myself rather than go through this."
That's the question. Wait, what movie?
Like anything would watch. It was like we watched.
Someone gets a pinprick. She's like, "No, that's me."
What was it? Society of the Snow. I don't know if you've seen that. When the soccer team crashes in the Arctic and they survive. Yeah. She was like, as soon as I crash and I find out I'm in the Arctic, I'm dying.
Eat me, please.
Please. I'm just out of there. Like anything we watch, just like, I'd rather just stop living than go through this.
That begs the question, though. Do zombies feel pain?
Oh.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. What was Ismail's other question there?
I can't remember. I was fixated on the zombie stuff. A Jaeger.
Oh,
if you choose any monster in any movie we've covered to Jaeger pilot.
Half human. Gotta be.
You're getting in the snowman. The human-sized snowman. You're
just Jaeger guy in a human-sized.
You're essentially in a Yeti suit.
Yeti around, yeah. I think I got to go with like one of my favorite classic Godzilla enemies from childhood. I think I'm Jaegering Gigan.
That'd be a fun one because he's also he's a cyborg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it fully fits. Someone
Alien
could feasibly
cyborg.
in there.
I am Jaegering Manila. Specifically Manila in Final Wars.
Okay.
When he is human-sized and he is just driving around in a car. Me in a human-sized... I just want a Manila suit. I just want a Manila costume.
Yeah. Does Jaegering in this case mean you're literally inside them? So it's you inside a fully functioning...
Yeah. I just get a free Manila suit.
I love it. The other one, Jasher, what episode are you most proud of?
I forgot about this.
Can I chuck one out there?
Yeah, please.
Super early on. Nope. I think that episode still stands up as just being awesome.
Yeah, I find it's interesting on this show because there's some episodes when I feel like what we just do is react to things. Like, oh, this was a cool moment. Oh, this was funny. Oh, this was awesome. Ha ha ha. This is what they did. That was cool.
I think it doesn't help that because we have been so specifically Japanese film and monster focused.
Yeah.
Specifically like Japanese monster focused. It does feel like we tread very familiar ground a lot of the time.
Yeah. And I feel like those ones are still really fun episodes and we have a blast. And hopefully you guys find it fun when we have that kind of conversation. But it's the episodes when there has been a little bit more to the film or some interesting themes that we can kind of talk about and discuss. And I like when we don't really see eye to eye on things. I liked GMK because when we originally covered Godzilla, Mothra, King Ghidorah, we didn't really like it that much. And that was fun. Just being able to talk about, hey, we didn't really like this. And I really like Godzilla the Planet Eater from last season, the third movie of the anime trilogy, because famously people hate that movie. And we had you guys, listeners, not really liking that movie. And I fell in love with it. And that had some more, say what you will about Haruo's sacrifice. But many of the other Godzilla movies have a crazy left field finale, emotional stakes, kind of underlying emotional issues, and I don't know, it just caused more conversation than usual.
Yeah. Do any other Godzilla films have Martin?
You remembered his name.
Finally, after a week. Yeah. Maybe we need to do more like controversial movies.
Whoa.
The thing is, do listeners show up for those?
Salo, 12 Days of Sodom. Next season on the show.
What are you saying? Is that a movie? I'm assuming that's a controversial movie.
Nah, super tame. Kaiju movie. Ismail also sent in another question.
Man.
And I was wondering if you could take this on, Mykah.
Oh, yeah, I've got this. Oh.
Why are you two so handsome?
Oh, man. It's all in our makeup routines.
Yeah.
No, sorry. It's all in the genes. We just rock up to the show every other week. Man.
Ismail, why are you so handsome? Why are you and Jackie and your beautiful kid just family goals?
Why is your... I'm trying to think of how old little Ismail is.
Are we doxing little Ismail right now?
Well, I wasn't going to say that.
Where does he live?
Hawaii.
There you go.
Apart from Jackie and Ismail. I think he's the most handsome of them all.
Yeah, I think so as well. Great genes. Good you
genes,
want to talk about genes? Mike, I was wondering if I could give you a few more questions.
Yeah.
Good friend of the show, Rich.
Yes.
Has sent us a barrage of questions. And I thought we could just take these bit by bit. Some of them look pretty fun.
Okay.
Rich's first question. I want to hear Micah's Gonzo impression, but Gonzo as a Muppet baby.
I don't know if I've seen Muppet Babies enough to recall it.
Another one for our Patreon listeners, because last Patreon episode in the uncut, me and Micah were doing Muppets impressions.
Okay, let me work with this.
Hi, I'm Gonzo.
That's
kind of like Gonzo.
That's pretty good. And now,
what if he just sounds like a baby?
Yeah,
Cuckoo gaga. Wah wah.
Now you're Fozzie.
Waka waka.
Richard's next question.
Is there anything specifically about Baby Gonzo?
I cannot remember. I've not seen Muppet Babies. Great show though.
Hey, next season?
Muppet Babies.
We were talking about variety. Hey.
I used to have some Muppet Babies episodes on VHS.
With the 2D animated Muppet Babies?
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, because it's back now and it's 3D.
Yeah.
Get it out of here. Richard's next question. If Jasher was an ape from Planet of the Apes, who would he be?
Caesar, no question. Next question.
Not a Caesar.
You're a Caesar.
I'd like
next
to see myself
question.
as a bad ape.
Is that a character?
Yeah, bad ape.
Bad ape. I'm bad ape. Yeah. Okay. You can be bad ape.
Or a Maurice. The
orangutan
from the most recent movies.
Maybe that's both of us.
And Micah, who is a character from the original movies that I could be? Because you know them all.
Perseus.
Yep, I'll be Perseus from the
Percy.
I'll be Percy.
Is that not a character?
Yeah, I'm Percy.
Next question.
Next question. Micah, when are you discussing more Planet of the Apes movies?
Never. We've talked about variety for the next season. That's one of the things that we just cannot do.
No, we'll find a way, Rich. Have faith. Another question. Micah, what made you want to become a nurse? And if you weren't a nurse, what would you be?
Oh, good.
We're getting
okay.
introspective.
Good life question.
Why'd you become a nurse?
So in high school, I kind of just wanted to get a day off school. And I heard that there was an open day at a local polytechnic.
I didn't even know this.
Kind of like, I guess it's a college. And I rocked up for the nursing course, not expecting to really love the content. I loved like anatomy and biology in school, but like everybody knows, most of high school biology is just learning about environments and animals and
sex
and sex and you know the powerhouse of the cell, which Jasher is
the nucleus. The electron.
You were so close, man.
The nucleus.
What is the powerhouse of the cell?
The cell wall, which is only in plants.
And what else in plants is the powerhouse of the cell?
The stigma.
The
The mitochondria.
The mitochondria.
The chromosomes.
You got it.
It's been too long. It's been too long.
I'd like to remind you that Jasher does not work in a field related to any STEM work.
No. But wait, so you're just pulling a regular old Bart Simpson, skipping school, going to a polytechnic day, and you were like, whoa, nursing's pretty cool. Because I remember, like, when I was finishing school, I kind of knew I wanted to get into tech or creative kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And first off, I took like a tech job, and then that eventually morphed into more creative, like marketing, content creation, which I'm doing now.
Yeah.
But I remember during school, you didn't really know, right?
No, I was tossing up a few things. I think, oh my gosh, this is taking me back. I think for a good year or so there, I wanted to potentially be a counselor.
Whoa.
I think I threw up. No, I think I threw up with it. I think I threw around the idea of like even being like a midwife for a little bit.
I remember that.
Yeah, I was sincerely thinking about that for a little while. I also think for a little while, like especially in our church, I was involved with the youth group and I really loved working with kids.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much as soon as I started doing nursing, I was dead set on getting a job in pediatrics, which has been so fun. There have been so many moments where, as one of the younger staff and one of the staff who is a bit more like, I don't know, aware of pop culture, I've been just able to have so much fun interacting with kids. Like, I've seen some kids watching, like, rocking up to do my vitals on them, and they're watching TikToks about Godzilla, the new empire. And I'm like, bro, how good is Shimo?
How good is Shimo? Were you in school when we started Podzilla? 2021? No.
No.
I
was midway through my nursing degree. Yeah, fun times. What would I do if I wasn't doing nursing?
At this point in your life, right now.
I have thought about this.
Acting.
I think I would either get into acting, because that is also another thing I really loved doing in school. It'd either be acting or something like astrophysics. I
don't know what that means.
You don't know what astrophysics means?
Like horoscopes?
Yeah. I really love to get into horoscopes. I found such a passion for like sci-fi and astronomy in my years post-school. I think it'd be super fun getting into like, I don't know, more of like the local New Zealand NASA branch.
Do we have a NASA
we
branch?
have a NASA
No, we
branch.
don't. New Zealand.
Yeah, we do.
No, I don't believe that.
Let me double
We
check
have
this.
no way we have NASA in New Zealand. We've got like
New Zealand.
some rip-off like a rocket lab or something.
Maybe we don't.
Nah.
We've got the New Zealand Space Agency,
Wow. That's official.
but we do cooperate with NASA a lot.
The NZSA.
Man, good times at the NZSA.
Mykah.
Well, I'll throw that back at you, Jasher, real quick.
Yeah.
What else would you be if you had to pivot careers right now? Where would you want to go?
I never studied. I kind of wanted to study for a long time and kept being like, oh, I'll have a gap year and I'll take a job and I'll study later. But then that turned into getting a pretty cool job and then doing now a lot of like content creation, videography, which I feel like I would have been doing otherwise. I don't know. I feel like I don't really know. I think I'd still, whatever would have happened, I kind of still would be doing something creative. I do wish that I actually did go to like a film school properly.
Yeah.
And then I do wish that I was more involved with kind of like doing film stuff.
So you're saying we both drop out of our jobs.
Yeah. You act. I
go to acting school, you go to film school, and we reconvene.
Hey, we could just do it. Growing up, I always wanted to be a director, film director. And the more I've grown up, I do not want to be a director. But I would love to be like some sort of production assistant or like just someone behind the scenes who's like helping out with making a movie. And New Zealand's a place to make movies, but I just never really got into it.
We have also thrown around the idea as well of like being authors, writing a book.
We both had author arcs. I've written a few books. I wrote a book in school, a full part of a novel, and I made it about my classmates if they were in a fantasy world.
What was that called?
The Death Wraith. Yeah. Great. The death rate.
The death rate really rolls off the tongue.
But I've tried my hand. I mean, earlier this year, I got inspired and wrote a little prologue for a book I'll never finish.
What was the main character's name?
Cannot remember. Yeah, because I named a Monster Hunter character after him.
Did you?
Yeah. Pert was one of their names. Pert. Cool name for a fantasy guy. Mike, another question from Rich. How do you prioritize tasks while maintaining excellent patient care?
Excellent patient care. Dude, it's all about, I mean, like you said, prioritizing. If someone's going to go off to theater in the next hour or so, look, you got to prep them before you work on anything else.
Well, there we go. Truer words never been spoken.
Look, if someone's
prep before going to theater.
Dude, you need to get that paperwork.
You can't go to theater unprepped.
No, if you don't have that paperwork done, you're just holding the entire system up. If one of your patients is actively dying and another of your patients just needs to go to the bathroom, I'll let you decide which one you need to go see first.
Yeah. Rich also sent in like 200 other messages mentioning carrots. And this is in reference to an offhanded comment that has become a running gag throughout the last season of the show and mainly our Patreon episodes, I feel like.
Yeah.
About me dressing up as a carrot. My big part in a school play, I was a carrot that walked out, laid down in front of someone else dressed up as a rabbit, and then stood back up and walked off the stage. And that was me.
There is a picture and there is a video.
I can confirm. I signed NDAs. I was not able to release the information. I do have a video clip of my whole performance as a carrot for 5 seconds in the school play. I will release it. Rich, just because you're a legend. If behind the scenes, Rich has been getting famous people.
He has been getting
cameos from them, of them asking us to talk about this carrot performance. So I'm going to release it to the Discord. So if you're not on the Discord, join it. Link in the show notes. In the week to come, I'm releasing the carrot cut.
You know my favorite part about it?
Should we have a watch party for a 5-second carrot cut?
Can you please do it in like the pre-show for the next watch party?
The pre-show is just 5 seconds.
My favorite thing is the fact that your carrot costume consisted of you spray painting your short spiked hair green, and 2, you wearing a burlap sack. Was it painted orange?
I was like 7 years old. It was the night before my big performance as a carrot. And I was like, Mum, I'm a carrot tomorrow. And she was like, well, you don't have anything to wear. So let's spray paint your hair.
You're telling this to me the night before.
Turn a sack into a carrot. And it worked. And it was my finest performance. I have like the biggest white sneakers you've ever seen. So mid-2000s.
It's so great.
Thanks, Rich. Great questions.
Good stuff, Rich. I've got a question here from Max.
Max?
Is this the Max I'm thinking of?
This is my workmate, Max.
Yeah. We watched the recent Godzilla marathon.
We went with Max. What does Max say?
Max says, what is something you two feuded over when you were kids? Also, surely you're covering a certain BBC sci-fi show next season. Max, biggest Doctor Who fan I know.
Max is currently, I mean, we've done Doctor Who stuff before with Adam and Alex. Adam.
Have we? We have.
Adam Baston from the final draft. Previous, I thought he was the biggest Doctor Who fan on the planet. I think Max is a bigger Doctor Who fan than Adam.
Were we going to do a Doctor Who movie with Adam at some point?
He was going to have us on the final draft.
Like the Daleks movie?
Yeah.
The Dalek movie?
Yeah. But I'd love to cover Doctor Who at some point. There's a lot of big guys, big monsters in Doctor Who.
Big monsters.
Maybe Max. But what was it? Have we ever feuded?
What's something we feuded over when we were kids? Think back to the Drake Boy feuds of history past.
The big era. The era's long, ages long. Drake Boy feuds. Can you remember any? I remember when we were wrestling and I spat in your mouth. Do you remember that?
Yeah, can we bring up the multiple times Jasher has traumatized me? To be fair,
this is regular brother stuff.
I feel like most of our feuds have been, in hindsight, trying to work out who was the repeat offender in most of these cases. On a very regular occasion, Jasher did hold me down.
No, you
spat in my mouth.
Down.
So what? I held you down and you spat in my mouth.
We like to wrestle, you know.
Maybe you did.
I remember we were fighting one day
What was the reason we were fighting?
I had the high ground. I cannot remember. And I was like, what would be funny if I do the, you kind of like, I was like standing over you, when you kind of like let a little bit of spit out.
Yeah,
and
you let the
suck it back
string
in, so you're taunting. But I wasn't
taunted a bit too hard.
I wasn't great at sucking it back in.
To be fair, I feel like that original confrontation was around like Lego or Marvel Super Squad toys or something.
There hasn't been big feuds.
No, to be fair, one time, and this is a huge, huge piece of Mykah history, is that one time we had these like little packets of like mini paper towelettes. And I remember it would be so funny if I just chucked one at you. So right as you opened the door after having a shower and having a towel wrapped around you, I chucked one at you, and you got so mad at me, which led to like a full-on chase around
Craziest chase sequence you've ever imagined.
Out of the patio doors onto our deck. We both jumped off the deck in like a Jason Bourne style.
We had a huge property,
run,
huge creek.
Yeah.
I was
there were
shirtless,
bridges.
only in a towel.
We went around the entire property, which must have been like
20-minute run.
the 20-minute quarter-mile run through a huge like bush segment through the creeks. And I remember blindly running, trying to dodge these mini towelettes that you were throwing at me, and full-on bashing my knee into like an unexposed concrete pillar.
The funny thing is, I never got you.
You didn't.
And it was the chase that you did it to yourself. So I think I'm absolved of any crimes. In
I
this
was
story,
looking behind me.
Mykah whacked me with a paper towel. I don't think they're paper towels. You were doing the old twisting like towel head in the back of the leg.
It was a little mini paper towel.
And then all I was doing, I was just chasing you to be like, hey, Mykah, I forgive you. And then you just
breakneck speed, just trying to hug me.
Why was a stone pillar there?
I know. That's the biggest question to this day. I don't know. But I remember having to go to like White Cross because to this day, I have such a big scar on my knee, and it's one of my only scars. Because it was just a bloody mess. Just a bloody mess, Jasher, because of you.
Just a bloody mess. Bloody mess. Yeah, fun times. No feuds.
Yeah, I think after that, we were both like, hey, Jasher,
feuds are stopping.
We're brothers.
Yeah.
We've got to act like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Max. Speaking of Doctor Who fans, Adam Baston sent in a message. And Adam says, from us final draft boys who are still in hibernation, we love you and what you do. Congrats, boys. Thanks, Adam.
Well, cheers, but what's the question?
They're just saying that they miss us. And we miss them too. I think since we started Podzilla, we've had the final draft guys on every year consistently, which has been pretty cool.
We need to do it again.
For every Mykah Godzilla movie, but Mykah Godzilla's behind us.
Yeah.
So we need to find something else fun to do with them. But thanks guys.
Thanks, Adam and Alex.
Eagerly awaiting the final draft to return. P fans, we need to rise up and be like, hey,
guys, we need to sharpen our
we
stakes.
Need to
rise up, get your pitchforks,
light your
and
torches.
Be like, hey guys, hey,
like,
final draft.
Hey, final draft. We love you. Come back.
Jasher, I've got another question here from, it's either Javier, I want to say it's Javier. Javier would be such a fun way of pronouncing it.
Surely Javier.
I'm going to say Javier. Hey there, it's Javier. I don't know if you remember me, but we sadly do not have the jelly tip ice cream flavor in the States.
Oh, last AMA, Javier asked us what our favorite ice cream flavors were, and we said jelly tip.
Oh, it's a good flavor. I had 2 today.
So jelly tip doesn't exist anywhere else than New Zealand.
Huh.
Surely it's something else. Like a nice vanilla,
Maybe.
some chocolate, some jelly in an ice cream?
No joke. I had 2 mini jelly tip.
Today.
I mean, we call them popsicles. They're like little ice cream bars on sticks. I think you just call them ice creams.
Ice
today.
block.
Ice blocks.
It's an ice block.
Yeah.
Even though it's ice cream.
I had 2 of those today.
You had 2?
I had 2 today. I went around to my grandparents' place, and my nan was like, these ones are so small. Mykah, do you want to have 2? And I'm like, I only have 1. And then she chucked me another one later just because.
Chucked another one, chased you around, you hit a stone pillar.
I was goading her. She right after she came out of the shower, chucked a Mykah at her. Had deja vu for some reason. He says, I do have another question for you. What kind of chocolate do you prefer, dark chocolate or milk chocolate? Personally, he says, I prefer dark chocolate more.
I love dark chocolate. It's my favorite chocolate. The darker it is, the better. I don't really like milk chocolate that much.
Well, you say the dark. I'm going to get you like 99% cacao dark chocolate for Christmas.
I love it. The old gold chocolate here in New Zealand.
Oh, old gold is something
old
else.
Gold. Best chocolate there
You
is.
feel like such an adult eating old gold.
Yeah.
I think I prefer milk chocolate. I like old chocolate.
Thoughts on white chocolate, though?
White chocolate is good. It's under my umbrella of chocolates. I do think that the worst kind of chocolate is the ones with just like other chunky stuff in it. I like my chocolate smooth, is what I'm saying.
I think the worst type of chocolate, caramel.
Get out of here. Caramel is
like
so good.
Caramel chocolate.
No, it's so good. Worst.
It's like milk chocolate mixed with white chocolate.
No, get out of here.
Overdone.
I'll still eat it, but like
Makes me sick.
milk chocolate with almonds in them, like it's all right, but it's just kind
Dude, a good dark
subpar.
chocolate rum and raisin.
That might take the cake for the worst chocolate.
A good dark chocolate cherry
I
ripe.
don't want
cherry ripe.
Cherry ripe's okay. I don't want raisin in my chocolate.
Rum and raisin dark chocolate is like, that's it. Doesn't get better.
Jasher, I've got another question here.
Yeah.
Jordan James.
Jordan.
Hello, Brothers Drake. Having watched and talked about every Godzilla and Godzilla adjacent film, as well as Gamera and other Dire properties, is there a possibility of Podzilla branching out into just a general monster movie podcast? Stuff like Alien, Cloverfield, the old Universal horror movie monsters, and so on and so forth. Or even just movies in general as a whole. As always, love the work you guys do and looking forward to what the future holds. He also says, P.S. Congratulations on no longer being GMK's number 1 and number 2 haters, instead being Return of Godzilla's number 1 and number 2 haters.
Return of Godzilla sucks.
Worst.
No, it's
worst
just
Heisei
average.
movie. Officially worst Heisei movie. You can't deny it.
It is the worst Heisei movie. I'm glad we've leveled up.
Is there a possibility of Podzilla branching out into a general movie monster podcast?
Well, I mean, cat's out of the bag, Mykah. There's going to be a season 5 of Podzilla.
What?
We're coming back. This isn't the end. I think nothing's confirmed yet. We have a lot of plans. We're going to shuffle up the show a little bit, introduce some changes. I don't think Godzilla's going anywhere, but I think something we'd like to do is to cover more monster movies. I don't know how much I can say at this time.
Nothing's set in stone, nothing's confirmed, but me and Jasher have set things in stone and things have been confirmed just between us two.
And on a weekly basis, me and Mike are like, imagine if we could talk about Alien on the show. I can confirm that.
Jasher just wants some more ape movies.
We pivot into a full Planet of the Apes podcast.
Good question.
I've got a question here from Matt Butler, who we met
Oh my gosh.
at the 24-hour movie marathon we went to recently, and then again at the Godzilla movie marathon. And me and Matt have become best friends.
Matt recently has done Ryan Gosling's short film.
Did you watch it?
I did watch it. I loved every second of it.
Funniest. Oh, Ryan Gosling, I'm your biggest fan is what it's called. Look it up on YouTube. It's Matt being Ryan Gosling's biggest fan and dancing, and it's unhinged.
I think me and Matt, the reason we first spoke to each other was that we were talking at one of our movie marathons, but I realized I had played online D&D with him once in the past, which was the weirdest place to recognize someone from.
Small world.
What is he? Yeah.
Matt says, hey boys, heavy one. How have you changed over the course of doing the show? And how has it changed your relationship to Godzilla? / how has your relationship to Godzilla over the course of the show changed you?
Oh.
And then also a lighter question, favorite and least favorite human characters that do almost nothing for the entire movies. Cheers, boys. Happy potting.
Happy potting. Cheers, Matt.
Start with the heavy one.
Yeah.
How has
Which
Godzilla changed
characters?
you, Mykah?
Okay. I thought we'd get the easy ones out of the way. How has
your relationship to Godzilla changed? I mean, you went from being the old freshman on the block for Podzilla
amateur hour,
only seeing literally a handful of Godzilla films.
I feel like I'm still. It's so weird having seen every movie and then still feeling like so many people are so much more well versed in Godzilla.
Mykah, you're a co-host of
We are. Yes.
Podzilla.
We have also spoken about the fact that we don't tend to rewatch a lot of these movies. So there's some people who are like, guys, Godzilla versus Megalon is my favorite movie. I've seen it 6 times. I'm like, man, I've seen it once and I don't remember the human characters' names. No, it's good though. I think we spoke about it in one of our earliest episodes, but one of our core Godzilla memories is our dad for, I think, your birthday, making like the coolest, what stands in my mind as the coolest board game ever. Using a whole bunch of Godzilla monsters and characters as like set pieces, as cards.
It was snakes and ladders, but also with like a deck building aspect built in.
It was so smart. It was so cool. Godzilla board game, you are so cool. I remember one of my biggest memories is like seeing that game and seeing Jet Jaguar and being like, who the heck is this in my Godzilla board game? This human character in my Godzilla board game?
Yeah.
And so being able to like recognize all those characters from those memories I have way back, that's cool. I don't think I saw a single movie with Gigan in as a kid.
But you loved him so much.
But he was my favorite character. And now I can be like, man, I think the coolest bit is that now we are in this community and we're like, we are familiar whenever anybody brings up anything about it.
You've had a funny arc with Gigan as well because he was your favorite character before you even watched anything with him. Then I feel like you were introduced to him in the Showa era and you were like, yeah, Gigan's okay. But I feel like you've come around and now you want to Jaeger pilot Gigan again.
I'm not saying he's my favorite monster, but he's the one I would want to Jaeger.
Yeah. My relationship with Godzilla's changed quite a bit. I grew up loving him the way that Dad will get me to engage with like activities. I remember him making word searches and coloring pages that were Godzilla focused. Godzilla was a huge part of my childhood, and then kind of I hadn't really kept up with it. I'd seen the newer stuff as it came out, but revisiting it with you, Mike, it's been cool.
It's been such a cool quest.
I think that I love Godzilla more than ever right now. It's just been, again, so cool to go behind the scenes and I think there's no other way than to watch these chronologically, like not chronologically, but in order of release date like we've done, just to see how through the eras Godzilla's changed and how it reflects the time it's made in. I just love Godzilla now. And I love the highs and lows. I love the action-packed goofy stuff and the more emotional, dramatic stuff. And I love that we've done this podcast. I love the P fans, the community. It's just been super cool.
The fact that we've delved even deeper than most Godzilla fans would, even to being like, yeah, we've seen the episodes of Zone Fighter with Godzilla and when King Ghidorah gets... no, it's not King Ghidorah who gets crucified and turned into a tombstone.
That's someone else on Mars that gets crucified in that show.
But we have seen Gigan pair up with Godzilla and use his ninja shadow arts.
Yeah, his ninjutsu revival technique or whatever. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. I love Godzilla more than ever.
There was also a first part of that question, just how have you changed over the course of the show?
How have you changed?
I think that being able to have a show like this and having a platform, not even necessarily to an audience, but just a platform to be able to speak yourself and become more comfortable with like voicing your ideas and opinions. I think that does wonders as my voice cracks. I think that does wonders. I think that does...
Take 3. Take 4.
Stop for me. I think that does wonders for like just growing as a person yourself and being able to like, I don't know if we do it concisely, but be able to more effectively talk about the things that you like and just talk in general. I feel like, especially before the show, I was quite a shy person who didn't tend to talk a bunch. But I'm so much more comfortable now just chatting.
Yeah, I think doing Podzilla has changed how I approach movies or art. Because it's like, sure, you might go to the movies with a friend and afterwards you'd be like, oh yeah, I liked it. That part was cool. Cool. I'll see you later. But having to like sit down after watching something and talk about it for an hour plus and actually like bring some solid points up and to actually deconstruct like why you like it or why you don't like it. I find myself doing that in different aspects of my life. Like not even when we're podcasting now, I'm so much more quicker to like dive deep into art and figure out why people like it and why people don't like it, and just finding, I'm way more interested in people and personalities and like what certain people think about certain things. And I think, I just love how this show has kind of contributed to me having a bigger conversation around things I usually wouldn't.
I also think like this is probably a lesser effect of it, but I used to be so bored at the idea of like listening to commentaries for really anything. But doing this ourselves, it's placed a greater emphasis on listening and trying to understand what other people enjoy or dislike about any piece of art. I listen to so much more podcasts now than I used to. But the idea of watching and listening to a commentary thrills me.
Changed man. Come out of your shell. How many commentaries have you listened to?
Oh, so many.
I got another question here from Jim Ramos. And Jim says, which was the first Godzilla movie each of you ever saw?
We don't know.
I cannot remember. I do think way back when, I think it was potentially Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla 2. Strangely enough, I remember Dad going to United Video, our local video rental store, and I remember seeing Baby Godzilla. And I don't think you ever watched this with me, and I think it was just like a thing me and Dad watched together.
Wait, Mechagodzilla 2? Oh, this is the Heisei one.
Yeah.
Oh.
With Baby Godzilla, and Baby Godzilla looks a little goofy. He's not like the tiny one. He's like the...
I didn't see that. I think my first one is either Son of Godzilla.
I think maybe did we get against Mechagodzilla first?
It might have. Yeah, it was one of those Millennium Mechagodzillas.
Yeah.
I don't think it was Ebirah. I think the other contender though is, oh my gosh,
Destroy All Monsters.
No, it might have been Destroyer.
Destroyer, yeah.
Yeah. It might have been Destroyer.
Must have been Destroyer.
Because I remember that little crab thing coming up on the screen and then zooming in and being like, whoa, that's how technology works.
The enhance Destroyer.
Yeah.
The other part of Matt's question was, do you have a favorite and least favorite human character who did nothing in a Godzilla movie?
Most human characters.
Upon revisiting GMK, I love her boss with the long hair that kind of just does nothing, but he's really funny. I also love, he's not a human character, but Godzilla in Terror of Mechagodzilla. He kind of does nothing. He shows up.
He's in there for such a small amount of time. Oh, man. I genuinely think that most Godzilla human characters are pretty unremarkable.
Yeah.
Did he ask for a favorite?
I'm jumping around. I realized I read Matt's question, half of Matt's question we answered, and then went to Jim's, but now we're back at Matt's. Thanks, Matt and Jim.
Matt and Jim, you guys are the best.
Let's listen to a voice message from Connor. Yeah, let's give it a listen.
Hey guys, congratulations on 4 years of the show. That is genuinely so impressive, and I have never stuck to anything for 4 years in my life, so 4 years is a long time. I'm very impressed, and the show is so good. I love it, and I love the Discord community as well. It's such a nice place to be. There's so many cool people there, so thank you for that. My question is, when Godzilla hits the public domain and people inevitably go wild with the character the way that they have with Winnie the Pooh, Mickey Mouse, Popeye, all these other characters that are now hitting the public domain, what is something that you would love to see done with the character, and what is something that you absolutely do not want to see done with the character? And any other thoughts on Godzilla in the public domain? I know it's still quite a while away before that happens, but it's just something that's been on my mind recently, because it's such a topic right now in pop culture with all these Mickey Mouse films and everything like that. So yeah, thank you so much for the show, and I look forward to hearing your answer.
That's such a good question by Our resident Scotsman. Thank you, Connor. I'm just looking this up, Jasher. This is wild. Godzilla, along with all the movies Honda directed and the characters created for them, enters the public domain in Japan in February 2031.
Whoa.
This is 7 years away.
Hey, yeah, that's sooner than I thought. And I guess that would just be the first Godzilla movie? Or did you say everything? Oh, it would just be the first Godzilla movie, right?
Wait. About 15 years ago, there was a lawsuit over the status of da-da-da-da-da. The Supreme Court decided that even the law says after release for works released before 1970, it would now be 38 years after the primary creator's death.
Oh.
Godzilla. No. Yes. No, it's... Sorry, the original Reddit question was asking if it was going to be in 2024 and 2025. It is officially in Feb 30... Oh my gosh. It is officially in Feb 2031. Okay. No. Jan 1, 2032.
Okay.
That's the official answer.
And I feel like that would just be the original Godzilla film. Because like we're seeing with Steamboat Willie, even though he's technically Mickey Mouse, you can make Steamboat Willie stuff now, but you can't make Mickey Mouse stuff.
Yeah, you can't have him with his like red pants.
So I'm guessing you can have like Serizawa and Godzilla and Yamane in your rip-off video games, but you can't have any of the other monsters.
Well, it's probably from a lot of the other Honda movies as well, since it's after the creator's death.
Oh, you're right.
So you get like Rodan in there.
Maybe.
And Gears. It is also worth noting that the United States public domain, he enters in Jan 1st, 2050.
Oh, flip. So ages away.
Which I feel like is good because we won't get immediate, just horrendously bad D-tier movies.
Yeah. What would
As
you watch a public domain Godzilla thing? What would make you watch it?
Well, I feel like
or play it.
Or play it. Oh, true. That's going to be... We're actually going to get some good Godzilla games. Good modern Godzilla games.
That's what I'm looking forward to the most. You see things like Godzilla Daikaiju Battle, which like that Flash game with all the Godzilla and Toho monsters that like people have made themselves. And you can kind of make those properly and release them properly if he's in the public domain.
It's going to be interesting because I feel like the current trend with these public domain characters has been just to make a slasher movie with them, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like because the OG Godzilla was horror, you're probably going to see just some truly graphic and gory horror films. I feel like what might be the most prevalent, though, is Godzilla versus movies.
Yeah, I reckon that'd be pretty cool.
Godzilla versus Mickey Mouse. Godzilla versus Winnie the Pooh.
He's going to enter the Poohniverse. Yeah, the funny thing with these...
We might be able to get our Godzilla Sherlock Holmes movie. Officially.
The funny thing with these public domain ones, though, is like they quickly put something out that's pretty terrible. I haven't seen them yet, but apparently Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey is terrible. But then because so many people watched it, they actually put a bit more thought behind the second one. And the second one's supposed to be like a pretty decent slasher film. So... Maybe the tide's turning and we are getting pretty creative public domain things just in time for Godzilla to enter it.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I think that will lead to a lot more creativity in the settings that Godzilla's in.
But yeah, great question, Connor, and great shout out to the Discord. Great people in the Discord. Join in if you haven't already.
Jasher, can I offer you another voice message?
Yeah, who we listen to?
From Big-O.
Big-O, let's listen.
Hello everyone at Podzilla, it's Big O here, and I just want to say congratulations on finishing another season of Podzilla. I have mad respect for you guys continuing on how you do. There's some people I've seen who try to go on this journey and opt out halfway through, so the fact you guys are still trugging along and still doing what you're doing is really cool, and I highly respect that. I will say, I think the best episode of the season was definitely the one I was on, Gamera 3 Revenge of Iris. I absolutely loved being on that episode. It was really fun to talk about one of my favorite kaiju films of all time, and I was really happy that even though you guys didn't really like the last two Heisei Gamera films before it, you at least really liked Gamera 3, and while I hope you guys come back around to those movies and reevaluate them, regardless, I still think that for what it's worth, since you guys like that one, to me, that's what ultimately matters. Gamera 3 is amazing. But yeah, it was cool seeing you guys get through all the Gamera films, touch base on some other like kaiju stuff here and there. I'm very excited to see the future of it. I'm very excited to see when you guys get into Ultraman. I remember discussing with you guys how you're going to do that, because that is a big pill to swallow in terms of covering. There's a lot of stuff to cover. So I hope the best for that. But yeah, season 4 was a nice turning point for you guys, because that's like the first time you guys properly stepped away from Godzilla almost completely and started to venture out and do other things. And I'm excited to see what the future, holds for you guys. So yeah, thank you guys for giving us a really good, solid podcast, and I can't wait to see where you guys take it.
Thanks, Big Eye. That was a really lovely voice message. Gamma Revenge Virus. Still pretty good.
Redeemed the trilogy.
Redeemed. Maybe the only good Gamera hate. No.
Maybe the only good Gamera film?
I'm making a solemn vow to revisit the Gamera Heisei trilogy before season 5 of Podzilla. I'm going to properly do it now with the rose-tinted glasses off, and right off the back of loving GMK. Same director did the Gamera Heisei trilogy, and now finishing all the Gamera movies and shows, going back to the Heisei trilogy. I'm going to do it. I'm really excited to watch it again.
Nice. Am I forgetting? Was there a question in there?
No.
Oh, great. You're a legend, Bicko. Man.
Thoughts on Gamma Revenge Virus, Mykah? And covering Ultraman. The people want.
Oh, yeah. We've talked, because there are still, there's 2 routes we can go down. We can go down the monsters route. We can go down the other famous Japanese monster-related heroes route.
Because what other Shin Japan heroes do we have to tick off? Kamen Rider?
Kamen Rider, Ultraman, and Evangelion.
Yeah.
If we those 3 are up our sleeves.
Still showing up in pachinko trailers every other week at the moment. Did you see Pachinko just released a brand new kaiju? Evangelion Mechagodzilla?
No.
Did you see this?
I didn't see this. I should have mentioned this in my news segment.
Or maybe it was something else.
No, because I noticed they said that they released a new
There's a brand new
Pachinko trailer. And I'm like, oh, this is just the new trailer that we saw the other week.
No, dude. Pachinko Evangelion Mechagodzilla is out now.
I think you're joshing me.
I saw an image.
I think you're joshing me. I think you're fully joshing me, dude.
Okay, I can confirm I was just seeing Evangelion Godzilla. Which is kind of a new monster.
I mean, we've had him before.
Yeah, okay, I was wrong.
That's okay. I'll forgive you this one time. Evangelion Mechagodzilla
is a
would
thing.
Be awesome. It is a thing.
And it's in Godzilla Battleline.
Yeah.
I have a question from Pupusa Eater 234. I don't know what a pupusa is, and I'm scared. But thank you, Pupusa Eater. Pupusa Eater says, what has been your worst G-Fest experience? And Pupusa Eater, I'm sorry, neither of us have been to G-Fest. I'd love to go one day.
Yeah, if we got to go in person, that's the dream.
The thing is, though, Mykah, where would you want to go? To like G-Fest in America? Or would you go to... Is it called G-Fest? What's it called on Godzilla Day in Japan? Where they do the big announcements and stuff.
I don't know, man. All I know is that pupusa, it's a flatbread.
Oh.
It's like pita bread.
Wow.
I don't know. I'd like to go to any of them.
Yep.
I feel like it would be nice to understand what they're saying.
Yeah, you're right.
Worst experience, probably last year's G-Fest, when we were trying to watch like the short films, and it was just lagging all over the place.
Yeah. Worst G-Fest experience? How they didn't release the short films properly afterwards, and there was no way to watch them, and they'll take them down from archive.org and Twitter and everywhere. Worst G-Fest experience?
Best G-Fest experience? Seeing Chibi Godzilla and minus Goji outfits just interacting with each other.
That's what I was going to say too.
All the different cakes.
Maybe that's why I would go to the Japan G-Fest, because I get to high five Chibi Godzilla. Hamish, our friend Hamish sent in a question.
Gosh, Hamish, yes, please.
Hamish asked, will you guys be doing any more old Japanese movies or TV shows? I love the history.
Hey, good question.
I love the history too. That's been, one of my favorite parts about covering this all is going behind the scenes, seeing which costume burnt down this time and which warehouse. Yeah, like I said before, as Podzilla goes on, I don't think Godzilla's going anywhere. I don't think that Japanese movies are going anywhere. There's still so many other like early Toho, Ashiro, Honda stuff I'd love to cover.
Yeah.
Like the H-Man.
Yeah, there are a lot of ways we could loop it in. We could go down the route of here are some of Honda's other movies. You could be like, hey, here are some movies that influenced the OG Godzilla.
Whoa.
There's a lot of angles.
Yeah.
We could go down the route of, hey, here's just a Japanese movie.
Yeah.
Because the original Godzilla was Japanese.
I don't know if we're ever going to do a whole season just doing one. Like, I don't think ever again. I'm sorry. Don't let me speak for you, Mykah. I don't know if ever again we're going to be like this whole season.
Yes,
we're doing
you.
Japanese movies every single episode of the season.
No Planet of the Apes season. Thank you officially for mentioning that. I was worried.
But they're not going anywhere, Hamish. Not going anywhere.
I have another message here. Just call me Dragonstar 2.0.
Okay, Dragonstar 2.0.
Dragonstar 2.0. Do you believe that Showa Manila could be the Godzilla from the 70s?
Oh, this is the age-old question. I think we asked each other this a long time ago. If you remember correctly, Mykah, there was the Showa era, and then the Showa era finished, and the Showa like kids era began. Champion era, the Champion series of the Showa era.
Yeah.
And
what was he? Because I remember this was a thing. I can't remember it exactly. What was the evidence?
Okay, so the original Showa era ended with Destroy All Monsters,
where no monsters were destroyed.
Yep, which MAILnilla and Godzilla appear in side by side.
Yes.
And then the movie after that, was it Godzilla versus Hedorah? Or it was just a whole lot of the other 70s. It like forgot about MAILnilla completely. But I don't think I'd agree that MAILnilla is the Godzilla that appears for the Champion era, because Destroy All Monsters is last in the timeline because it's set in 1999.
That alone is a good point.
So even though that came out before like Hedorah and Gigan and Megalon and all that, it's based afterwards.
My official stance, well, I think we can agree that's the Podzilla official stance.
Yes.
My official stance is you could frame it in a way where that would work. I don't think that was the filmmaker's original idea. I don't think they intended for MAILnilla to grow up.
Man.
I think they wanted him to stay stagnant.
I guess our original explanation would fall apart if you just say it was a second MAILnilla. So Son of Godzilla MAILnilla becomes Godzilla, and then the MAILnilla we see in Destroy All Monsters is a new MAILnilla for the old MAILnilla, who is now Godzilla.
You've said MAILnilla far too many times. Jasher, Repod Reptiles wants to know, Mykah, do Kermit, please.
Another Muppets impression from Mykah. Kermit. Can I try after you?
Can you try first, actually?
No, but then you'll put me to shame.
Hi, hello, everybody. It's Kermit the Frog here. Jasher, I don't know what you're talking about.
That's pretty good. Can I try?
Someday we'll find it. The Rainbow Connection. The lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us under its spell. I don't know if you've seen the old like Vines. I really want a Kermit hand puppet.
Yeah.
That's one of my dreams.
Smosh uses one.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Give me one of them.
They're set. Hi ho, Kermit the Frog here. No, I can't.
That's all right.
Hi ho, Kermit the Frog here. Someday we'll find it.
That's good.
The Rainbow Connection. The lovers, the dreamers, and me. Nah. We'll work on
you got the bone. You got Kermit's bones.
I got the bones of Kermit.
You got the green bones.
Green bones. I have an email from G. Kira. G. Kira said, it was an interesting season, that's for sure. But I think Podzilla stands at a crossroads. This season marked the start of covering a franchise that had nothing really to do with kaiju, let alone Godzilla. Yeah, the final Yokai Monsters film had a kaiju in it. I don't count Daimajin, though. He's a spirit.
Ooh.
But it wasn't the focus of the film, and certainly not the focus of the franchise as a whole. But I understand the conundrum. Podzilla has covered the majority of kaiju films, so the real question is, How will Podzilla carry on into the future? Will it still be kaiju-centric, scraping the bottom of the barrel for the genre? Will it spend the next 10 seasons covering Ultraman? Or will it turn into a general sci-fi fantasy-style podcast, similar to what it started with Yokai Monsters, opening up more possibilities even as the soul of the show and the reason why many people started their Podzilla journey diminishes? I can't answer the question, but I think it's an issue that needs to be addressed at some point in the future. As Martin Luther King Jr. once said, the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy.
Oh, good way to intertwine that quote.
It's funny because I feel like of these three possible pathways at the crossroads, Ultraman, kaiju, or more general movies are like the ways we've been answering all the other questions about what's going to happen to the show.
Can I say,
yeah,
in answer to one of those points there, that we'd be scraping the bottom of the barrel for kaiju, I do think there is, even nowadays, just like a wealth of kaiju content that we still have yet to explore.
Yeah, heaps.
Like even just the past couple of years, kaiju number 8, there's the endless wells of Ultraman and Evangelion, but there's like Attack on Titan. There's so many other. I mean, that's pretty much to my memory the big ones.
Heaps of American stuff though, if we wanted to go into it, like Cloverfields, the Rampages, the Trolls coming out, Troll 2's coming out, not American, but Colossal, heaps of giant monster movies. But yeah, we've got plans. I think you might see a little bit of everything you mentioned, potentially.
Yeah. We've got, just to name a few more, you've got like the whole, not tokusatsu, the Mykah anime. There's so many Mykah animes, man.
Planet of the Apes is still coming out with movies every year.
Look, when there is a kaiju-sized ape.
We saw it already. Kong. The Lawgiver is in every Planet of the Apes.
Look, I'll start watching if there's a kaiju-sized ape.
The Lawgiver statue.
I didn't see it on the main feed.
Okay. I want you to answer the question, is Daimajin a kaiju?
Yes, absolutely.
I think he is too.
If you call...
Like, sure, he's a spirit inhabiting a kaiju-sized body, but...
Then what's King Caesar? Then what's Mechagodzilla in the second... in the Millennium Mechagodzilla movies? If you go down that path, then, like... my take, if you watch, like, Pacific Rim... Those Jaegers count as kaiju to me. Or do they?
I think, kaiju just means giant monster, right? If we boil it down to the basics.
Because Mechagodzilla is absolutely a kaiju.
I think he's a giant monster. But you're right.
Maybe it's about like their intentions.
I don't know. Daimajin's a bit more humanoid than like Godzilla would be, but so is Jaguar.
Yeah.
So is all the other classic like humanoid fighters.
We've answered this question 50 times and we've still yet to come to an
answer. Is Miyarabi a kaiju? Is she more animal or more human?
Is the sea louse a kaiju?
I just think anything that's big and destroying buildings, kaiju.
The Ents from Lord of the Rings.
Kaiju.
Ant-Man when he's giant.
Kaiju. If you're big and destroying something, you're a kaiju.
The kid from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
We've already done this. We covered Toy Story on our Patreon. The humans are a kaiju.
Everything's a kaiju.
But thanks, Jakira. That was a cool email.
Jasher, question from Christopher Wettere.
Another one of our good friends in real life that we played D&D with.
Oh, man. Chris is a legend. Christopher says, is the Taniwha potentially related to Godzilla? This is a part of like New Zealand's classic Māori mythology.
Yeah. Giant dragon-like creature that lives in caves and under the water.
You've already said more about it than I know.
Yeah, well, the Taniwha is a big presence or symbol here in the town of Whangarei that we live in specifically, because I feel like we've got sports teams that are like the Taniwha. We see the green dragon creature around the place a lot.
Yeah.
Mostly in rugby, but...
Mostly in rugby. I remember our local library had a bunch of like Taniwha carvings around
Cool history, man. Maybe we should go into some like New Zealand monster stuff a bit more.
Hey, that'd be fun.
I don't think it's connected to Godzilla, but definitely a kaiju. Hey, giant monster, but back around an ancient and like old school New Zealand. There weren't any buildings to destroy.
I guess huts.
You're destroying huts to your kaiju. What was that movie? He didn't mention a movie. Oh. And if so, I don't think that's related to the last question. If Taniwha is related to Godzilla, can you please cover Billy T's Came a Hot Friday? I don't know what this is. Maybe, Chris. Maybe. I remember. Maybe. Jasher, will you wear wigs? Mykah, maybe. I remember the first D&D campaign that I was ever a player in our with our friend Travis. DMing.
Great dungeon master.
Great, honestly, super fun campaign where I played the cleric Bastion Winthrop for most of the campaign.
And I played the tiefling bounty hunter, Nikolai Graves.
You did speak like that with a cowboy accent.
Yeah.
I basically just spoke in my classic English accent. I remember super fun campaign.
Homebrewed campaign, and Travis had put a whole lot of like New Zealand mythology and brought the Taniwha.
Yeah. The last session of that campaign, the villains basically unleashed this huge Taniwha. And I recall like you Jaegering the Taniwha, you being able to mind control it.
I Jaegered the Taniwha. And it was a kaiju in that moment. So.
Can we please print that as a shirt for Podzilla?
That's a Podzilla shirt. Me one-off comment about a Dungeons and Dragons game.
I Jaegered the Taniwha. I Jaegered the Taniwha and survived.
That is crazy. That is crazy.
We have done an episode on Dungeons and Dragons. We've done multiple.
Yeah.
Just in hearkening back to those episodes, can you tell me a little bit about your backstory for Nikolai Graves, your character?
My Nikolai Graves, my character in the campaign with the Taniwha.
Yeah.
I was a tiefling, technically like infernal creatures with a bit of demon blood in them, got horns, got spiked tails. My Nikolai, my character, I'm having to reach for this. He was randomly born to two human parents. And it was in a town that was kind of like in the grasp of this real corrupt religious group that took it as a bad omen and were like, well, you're giving birth to demons. We're going to take this boy up. We're going to like shave off his horns. We're going to cut off his tail. We're like going to keep him as a slave and try to take every bit of infernal nature away from him. And there was one kindly man in the town when everyone else was like looking down on him and spitting on him and treating him as the scum of the earth, one kindly man who freed him from the town. And Nikolai became a bounty hunter, going from place to place, changing up his names, not wanting to be Nikolai, not wanting to be who he was born to be.
I think we remembered him as Damien for most of the campaign.
He started the campaign being like, yeah, I'm Damien Streprovath.
Cool.
And then I had like a whole list of aliases. But yeah, he was just kind of this tiefling running away from who he was. And I just wanted the excuse to play like a cowboy. He was literally like Western get up, really good with a crossbow.
There's art you commissioned where he's like looking at like staking out a building with like a cigar.
He's probably like the character that I'm most, my D&D character I'm most in love with, the way he looked and came together. Just like, I'm so happy with Nikolai.
He was cool, man.
He had like spiky beard that was also like part of his demonic skin. It was just cool.
I miss that campaign.
Cigars.
That was so fun.
Yeah.
JJ, I have one last question on my end.
Oh.
Conzilla. Now, this is a question for you because I don't know the answer. What are some good quality, cheap podcast mics I can use for my podcast I'm making, similar to the ones you guys used before you went to Monster Island?
Oh, back when we were first couple of seasons of the show and we were just recording on the couch?
Yeah.
I would not recommend that.
I remember we had one of those like clip-on mics.
I think maybe we've talked about this before, but we had two Rode lapel mics that would just clip on to our shirts. And I had like a what do you call it? A dongle that you could put two different lapel mics into one input that you would plug into your phone and record in voice memos. That's how Podzilla started, us recording on voice memos with two lapels. And humble beginnings, but I'd recommend if you were going for a microphone, just make sure you're going for a dynamic mic instead of a condenser mic. dynamic mics pick up the sound directly in front of it a bit better, whereas condenser mics pick up the sound of a room a lot more.
Yeah.
And a lot of people just go for the cheaper options, which are like, the classic, the Blue Yeti.
Oh, the Snowball, which are cheap, but they're condenser mics, and you'll always be picking up extra sound.
So go for something dynamic.
You can still get a pop filter with those as well.
Yeah,
which is one of those things that's worth spending a little bit more money on.
Yeah, but there's like cheaper dynamic mics too. Just don't go for the just don't get a Yeti is all I'm saying. Don't get a Yeti. I have a question here from ?
Oh, who's that?
When is Nelbus getting on the show? Much love from Not Nelbus.
Not Nelbus, and who is it? I don't know Nelbus, but someone out there is clamoring for you to be on the show.
Nelbus is a legend, and I would love to have Nelbus on the show. Nelbus is like film theory, like TikToks and Instagram reels.
It's so good.
Are you looking forward to Nelbus's 21 Pilots deep dive?
Yeah. I really, truly am.
He's so creative. And then we got a message from Nelbus.
Oh, great.
Nelbus says...
So, hey guys, when am I coming on the show?
No, that was not Nelbus. Nelbus, please come on the show. But Nelbus says, will you guys be exploring some features from the wondrous world of J-horror? Japanese horror.
Hopefully. Maybe.
Ever since we started the show, I've been like, Mykah, we need to watch Japanese horror. Let's do a whole month of Japanese horror. I remember back when we were doing, when we were letting listeners vote for Patreon movies, there was 1 week I feel like I just put up heaps of J-horror or was wanting to do Japanese horror, but it never came to be.
What's that really messed up one that we nearly watched?
House.
No, there was another one.
Oh, Tetsuo, the Iron Man.
Yeah. That's the timeline where we get traumatized and the rest of Podzilla.
That's a good movie, but it is
us with 1,000-yard stares that you guys can't see. Have you seen it?
Yeah, man.
Messed up?
Oh, the things metal can do. One day we'll get you to watch Tetsuo. I'm going to bring Japanese horror onto the show if it's the last thing that I do. We got a message from Nelbus's partner, Jen.
Oh,
and
cool.
Jen asked, what do you think about the driving New Zealand dogs? Mykah, what do you think about the driving?
What does this mean? Wait.
Have you not seen the driving New Zealand dogs?
What do you feel? What is this saying?
Mykah, I know what this is.
The driving New Zealand... I don't know.
Have you seen this video of...
The world's first dogs to be trained in passive driving.
Have you seen this thing?
No.
There's dogs in New Zealand.
This is not true.
Jen sent this to me so long ago out of the blue. Dogs driving cars.
Oh my
in New
gosh.
Zealand, Mykah. What do you think?
I almost don't believe it. Are you telling... Man, dogs can learn to drive faster than I did.
Look at that, driving dogs in New
Are they
Zealand.
changing
look at that dog.
gear?
Look at that dog changing gear.
This is awesome. Oh, man.
They're
Look at
taking
that
the
little
test.
Scots boy.
They're taking the test.
The real question is, do they pass the driving test?
Look at this. Look at this dog driving a car.
You know what? They could probably pass their learners. They could probably pass their restricted here in New Zealand. They wouldn't be able to call out hazards to get their full license.
You're right. Yeah, they're not getting on the road, unfortunately. But they're passing the learners first go, which you didn't do, Mykah.
No, I did.
Did you?
I didn't pass my risk. What did you fail on?
I failed my restricted the first time.
Okay. I failed my full the first time as well.
Whoa.
And it's because I treated a stop sign as a giveaway sign and no one was coming and I didn't register in the moment.
I failed my restricted because I was too nice and I was waiting for someone I was giving way to someone that I shouldn't have given way to, and then when they didn't move, I went and then I was in trouble. I can't remember how it went. I was just very confused and trying to be nice to people on the road.
No, I think it was you had right of way. No,
I didn't have right of way.
The other person had right of way and then they were waiting for you to pass.
Yes. And then I was waiting for them because I knew I'm doing my restricted and I knew that I don't have right of way.
And then, they just didn't.
And then I went. And then I was like, the lady was very strict and were like, even if they weren't going, you shouldn't have gone because you didn't have right of way.
Which, to be fair,
anyway,
I would have let them pass in person.
Really?
Yeah.
You would have let me pass?
I would have let you pass.
Thank you, Mykah. We got a message from JB Mason. Final voice message.
Mykah and Jasher, it's your actor friend JB here, and I just want to say it's so exciting that you guys have gotten through Godzilla and Gamera and Daimajin and Yokai Warrior. I mean, God knows what you guys are going to tackle next, but I'm going to be here for it because you guys are great, and I love hearing your opinions and especially your hot takes on movies and TV shows. So honestly, that's kind of what I want to ask you guys about. Because I've seen Jasher, at least on Letterboxd. He's got some hot takes this year with some of the movies coming out. So I'm wondering with you guys, I want you to let it all out there. I want to know what you're feeling about some of the popular movies coming out. Some maybe Gladiator 2, Joker 2, Inside Out 2, maybe something that's not a 2, an original movie. Red One's an original movie, if you want to talk about that. But yeah, I'm wondering. And last thing is, I'm submitting my official audition to become the next host of the podcast. So kindly consider. Thanks.
That Kiwi accent.
Is that what we sound like?
All I can say is that you just sounded like a very posh Brit. So you're nearly there.
Listeners, P fans, you be the judge. If JB sounds like us, he can just join.
I think you're one fish and chips away.
We don't even say fish
we say
and chips.
fish and chips, guys. Come on.
That was a good question, though. Thanks, JB. Mykah, do you have any hot takes of modern movies? Because I think he's referencing my 5-star Joker 2 review.
Yeah. I don't actually watch a lot of cinema movies nowadays.
Mykah, you were nudging me earlier this week and were like, hey, why don't we just go and watch Red One?
For the memes, Jasher, for the memes. I saw Inside Out 2. That was good. That was fun. That was all right. That was good. Actually, you know what? Let's go on to Mykah's letterbox.
Oh, wow.
And see how far back it was that Mykah saw a movie that wasn't.
Should I talk about Joker 2?
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, yeah.
Should I talk about Joker 2 and tell you guys why it's the best film that's come out this year? I genuinely just had such a good time with it. And I'm not a big Joker fan. I know people go crazy for Joker. I wasn't a big fan of the first Joker movie. I'm not a huge fan of DC. So I went into this just expecting more of the same. And then what I got was like part musical, part courtroom drama. And Joaquin Phoenix was as great as ever. I actually really liked Lady Gaga and how they changed up the Harley Quinn character because I can't stand normal Harley Quinn. I'm gonna get hated on for this. This is gonna be GMK all over again.
To be fair, neither of us are huge DC fans.
No, so I went in expecting just the same old, and it blew me away with how creative and how much of a different direction they took it in. And it is genuinely my favorite film of the year. I just enjoyed every moment of it. I can't wait to watch it again. And I've watched things like Gladiator 2 recently. And it's just boring old rehashes of the same films. So I actually like that Joker 2 just went completely different direction.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Because that movie was like universally hated.
I know.
But seeing you rise from the ashes, that's great.
Thank you. But yeah, Gladiator 2, lame. Wicked was all right.
Wait, what did you rate Gladiator 2?
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, lame. Gladiator 2.
Wait. Jasher dunking on a Planet of the Apes movie?
The latest Planet of the Apes was just average. I was very disappointed. Gladiator 2, I gave like 2 out of 5.
Okay.
It's the first film I've ever seen Paul Mescal on.
Because what is he classically? What was the one thing he got real famous for?
After Sun.
Yes.
But everyone online loves Paul Mescal. And I feel like I'd seen him in things, but I think all I saw him on was a chicken shop date. So I saw him in this and he was just kind of bland. There's no Russell Crowe.
He was in Foe.
Yeah, I haven't seen Foe yet. I really want to watch Foe. I loved the book. Denzel Washington was great in Gladiator 2. I still think Ridley Scott's a great director, does good action scenes, but it kind of just like, spoiler alert, Mykah, for Gladiator. You've seen Gladiator.
I've seen the OG Gladiator.
At the end, Russell Crowe sacrifices himself, saves all of Rome. It's going to like be the future's going to be so cool because of him freeing everyone from the tyrannical reign of Joaquin Phoenix as emperor. The Gladiator 2 starts and his death didn't change a thing. Rome's in the worst place than ever. Yeah. The first movie didn't even really matter. It's just kind of lame.
Okay. I need to talk to you more about it off camera.
Okay. Off camera. Let's turn the camera off. Yeah.
Now we can talk about it. I'm looking back, Jasher. In the last 3 months, September, October, November, I've only seen 3 movies that aren't Daimajin or yokai related.
In 3 months, you've only seen 3 movies that we haven't done for Podzilla.
One was Venom and the Last Dance, which we have talked about.
Yeah, on a Patreon episode.
Oh, true. Yeah. I rated that 1.5 stars. That was bad. I'm so sad that we're probably never going to see Venom done right.
Topher Grace. Topher Grace.
Look, the 3 things, the 3 different Venoms, Topher Grace.
Yeah.
Tom
Hardy.
I was about to say Tom Hardy. And I mean, maybe a live action MCU version, but I'm not.
We'll get it soon.
I'm not holding space for that Venom.
Best Venom on screen? Spectacular Spider-Man Venom.
Oh, Spectacular Spider-Man was so good. I need to play the Spider-Man 2 game.
Yeah, Tony Todd voices him. Rip Tony Todd.
Yeah, man. The first game, I didn't finish it, but I'm going to get back to it. That was super good.
What were the other 2 movies you'd seen?
Alien Romulus. Absolutely adored that. 4.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Which I think we talked about that as well.
Yeah, we probably did.
And a couple days ago, I watched...
What?
A couple weeks ago, I watched an Agatha Christie movie.
Yeah.
Spider's Web.
Whoa.
Because...
Hey, can we spill the beans?
I've started getting more into local theatre.
Mykah is saying he would have been an actor if he wasn't a nurse. He's doing some local theatre gigs.
I'm doing some very small local theatre stuff, which I'm excited for.
Come over to New Zealand. Watch Mykah be in an Agatha Christie play.
Man, it's going to be good.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
More to come.
I just want to do a quick shout out for JB. JB was an extra. He is doing it. He's acting. He's in so much cool stuff, but he was an extra in Timothée Chalamet's new film coming out next month, A Complete Unknown, which I'm really looking forward to. And I'm just going to be searching the screen for JB every single second of this Bob Dylan biopic.
Yes. Oh, that's going to be so fun. Biopic. Imagine if we see JB on the big screen.
JB's going to be on. I'm showing up day one, not for Timmy. Wow.
JB. I do feel like whenever we watch movies, any movie that I watch, because it's such a rare occasion in cinemas, we tend to talk about it on the podcast. I do want to I think it'll be super fun to next season create a little bit more space for just what else we've been watching.
I think next season we're going to come back. You're going to have been watching movies.
Maybe.
We're going to come back. Mike is going to be like, Citizen Kane. It's pretty good.
12 Angry Men.
12 Angry Men. Lawrence of Arabia. Watched it 20 times. Single day.
Have you seen the recent 12 Angry Men memes?
No.
There's such a good one. I'll post it in the Discord.
We got 2 more questions. This has been a long episode. Thanks for bearing with us, guys. Great finale to the season. Another question from a good friend of ours, Johnny Andrews, who we've had on the show before. Johnny asked, how many films has Mykah snoozed through so far in 2024?
Oh, that is a great
So bring your letterbox back up, Mykah. 2024, how many movies have you fallen asleep or at least been drowsy in? Because I feel like, jokes aside, you were drowsy in every movie I watch with you.
A lot of Godzilla ones for some reason. Like, your couch is so good.
You get Mykah on a couch?
It's literally...
It doesn't help that I give you a beer.
You set me up to fail.
Hey, Mykah,
if you had a worse couch,
have a beer. It's always halfway through. Okay, Mykah, let's swap that beer out for a coffee.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I don't ever fall asleep in movies I watch in the cinemas.
Movie marathons?
Apart from marathons, man. There's probably 2 movies I probably was drowsy for a good 3 or 4 of the recent ones, but I stayed awake for all of them except for one.
Okay.
Rip Destroyer. I would have loved to stay through. This year, probably a good few of the Godzillas. Oh man, this is not flattering. Oh man,
not flattering.
Oh yeah, a good few Gamorreans, a good few Godzillas. I think every movie that we haven't done for the podcast.
For my birthday, when we
marathons.
watched Sorcerer, did you enjoy that?
No, because that was a marathon. Jasher did a 24-hour movie marathon for his birthday with our family.
Look, and you were asleep through half of it.
I think the rule is, if it's not a marathon, and if we don't watch it for the podcast, I will be awake.
Do you think you could get through 2 back-to-back double feature? You get back through a double feature just not for the podcast.
Is it on your couch?
Yeah.
Is it with a beer?
Yeah.
No, I'm gone.
For that, Mykah.
I'm out.
Final message from Spencer. Spencer says, "Hey, Drake and Josh. Just wanted to say..."
Who's Josh?
Just
Drake and
wanted to
Jash.
say, Drake and Jash. Just wanted to say that this season of Podzilla has been a blast. Podzilla has been a staple of my Monday mornings and was the push that I needed to check out Gamera and Daimajin, which has since escalated into me watching some Kamen Rider and a lot of Ultraman. It's been a great time, and I want to thank you guys for the part you've had in encouraging all of this tokusatsu fun. Now for the question to end all questions, Mykah. Who would win in a fight? Jasher in a Godzilla costume or Mykah in a Gamera costume? That's all. Can't wait for season 5.
If we had a bigger budget, this is something we would totally do on like Instagram or a YouTube video.
Make a deal with Netflix. Jasher versus Mykah.
Yeah.
Godzilla versus Gamera.
Can I give?
If I'm standing over you, holding you down, spitting in your mouth,
you're gonna pull a Godzilla 2014 Muto on me.
Me with spit or Mykah with some towels. Who's gonna win?
The eternal question. I tell you what, I do think the fight would end up with both of us.
Yeah.
Putting aside our differences and teaming up to face Frogurt in a Daimajin costume.
Frogurt Daimajin is taking this.
Fromajin.
Fromajin is taking this. Yeah, no matter what. That's all the emails, that's all the questions. This is the longest Podzilla episode of all time. But thank you guys for not just a great season 4, but a great last 4 years of the show, which will be 5 years. Nick, when we come back, it'll be our 5th year of Podzilla, which I'm really looking forward to.
Gets better every year, man. Honestly,
every year, and yeah, it's just our community's grown so much. So please, one final plea: if you're not in our Discord yet, we're having a lot of fun there. It's like Connor said earlier in his voice memo. It's just a great community. We talk about everything. Hopefully there'll be more music talk, but everyone's sharing their artwork. We just talk about life in general. We got selfie Tuesdays, selfie Wednesdays, selfie Thursdays, Fridays.
Do we?
People sharing selfies every day.
I've missed out on all of these selfies.
We got Nurkles sending his banjo and playing the banjo. Have you been seeing
that was good. That was good.
It was just got so much cool stuff. So yeah, become friends with different people in the community. Join us in the Discord. Even though we're going on break, hopefully we'll continue doing some watch parties and some fun game nights there.
And just to specify,
yeah,
once more, did we say it before? Podzilla next year officially coming back in autumn or fall for New Zealand.
Okay,
and spring for everywhere in the other hemisphere.
Okay, so
if it's spring in America and you use the same seasonal calendar as America, it's going to be in spring. If you don't, autumn.
What if I'm listening from Japan?
I don't know, man.
Okay, so
I'm sorry.
New Zealand autumn, American spring, Podzilla season 5 next year. We don't have a particular date yet, but we will be back. And yeah, Godzilla's not going anywhere, but the show's going to change up a little bit, and I'm really, really excited.
Yep. We've got that Christmas episode we'll do sometime in December.
Yeah, 25th of December. Every year we've been releasing something Christmas Day, and I mean, for our Patreon listeners, you're going to get us talking about Kong Survivor Instinct on the Patreon feed in December, and then we'll have, one more episode here on the main feed, December 25th, where we're going to be covering something Christmassy.
And I guess we will need to, at some point, probably next season, we can save Chibi Godzilla Raids Again for next season.
Yeah, Chibi Godzilla Raids Again season 2. If it ever finishes.
Will it ever finish?
Who knows? Who knows?
Guys, thank you so much for an awesome 4 years of Podzilla.
Yeah. If only I could remember a good song to take us out on.
Yeah, I feel like there's just some space missing here.
Yeah.
Man, some lyrical genius would be so great right now.
Some weasel or ferret or something. Terrible tune.
What was that?
What was that? That was like the most terrible tune I've ever heard in my life.
Sorry, yeah. I don't know what it was.
Last thing. Whoa. Carrot Cut. Coming soon to the Discord. Join the Discord for the Carrot Cut. We love you all. See you in season 5.
Season 5, 2025.
Whoa.
What are the chances?
What are the chances? Look at us.
Look at us. Who'd have thunk it? Not me. I hate thug. I hate the word thug.